fuck is that?
What are you?
I got 3 crits.
Okay, alright, man.
What's 100? Why would you roll that?
He's getting rid of
I'm
all
a
his bad
trickster.
rolls, I guess. I don't know.
TLDR, lots of infighting coming. Let's
Oh, okay,
go.
That's the TLDR.
I forgot.
Yes.
Had to go
Yeah,
ate the first shield.
speaking of which, the fuckers stole my shield.
Oh
And
yeah,
ate it.
we paused in the
Your
middle of that
shield.
scene.
I don't know about all that. We didn't vote on it, big you.
It's true. We did pause in the middle of that scene as like
Uh-oh.
Maximus out of the tent. Okay, well, you know, let's just mentally prepare ourselves for we may be down a party member after this. What's to say?
Uh-oh.
Fuck, where am I during this? Was I still at the
think
horse
you
stable?
were still asleep.
Maybe, yeah.
This was in the morning. Oh yeah, this was
Yeah,
in the
they were
morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had a
Asleep.
week to plot your revenge, Maximus. So,
I did, yes. I did give it some thought. Yes. Ethan
God.
Ethan is no longer angry, but Maximus is very upset.
Alright.
Oh,
Zed
God.
and Lars, the two of you watch as Maximus storms off. I believe that's what he was doing last, towards the fort proper. Hetgal has devoured the shield, and the tent is ransacked by Hetgal.
Aw.
But he ransacked my tent too?
I think after you left, he'd sort of just pull off Zednius' shoulder and go searching for any other bits and bobs to eat. There's nothing to
Okay, thank God. If I'd come back and he'd eaten more of my shit,
He eats your magic
Would've-
saddle.
oh no!
eat.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would've.
The saddle's in the stables, luckily.
I mean, luckily.
Well, he would've eaten it.
What?
That's why I said it's lucky. Anyways, so you storm off into the fort proper in the early hours of the morning. Most people are still asleep, though, of course, because it's a fort.
I'm gonna go find the steward or the
Like,
castellan or whatever
okay,
the
yeah,
equivalent
the
is here.
Oh, so Hegal,
Sure, that guy.
has he already told me the vision
Yes.
that they are? Let me get my notes. They've like abandoned the place.
In.
They're sacrificing Fort Romulus for reasons we're not sure of. Is that right?
You did hear their reason.
I did hear
I
their
think-
reasons. Oh no.
I guess I don't really know about it in character, but out of character, I'm assuming they're going to direct their attention towards there while they do an attack through them while their forces are mainly like focused on one area. That would be my guess.
They want to
try
go
to
back
attack
on
the
the
heart.
offensive, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to basically like cleave away through to the center instead of having to do a whole bunch of battles over and over. So they're going to try to get the most of their forces in one spot dealing with this fort and sacrifice the fort in the process while they go look for whoever they can, the big bad of the group, I guess.
So, as Maximus makes his way through the fort, pushing past sentries and trying to find his way towards the Centurion Renesmee, you wake from your slumber. It was a nice night, honestly. You guys have I think it's an old dilapidated barrack. No, you guys are staying in the back of this overcrowded the fort. So you wake up in the morning, you know, do a stretch, poke your heads outside the tent. You see Zednius and Lars engaged in intense conversation in front of Maximus's tent, which looks like it's been tossed, and Maximus is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. I walk over to them, and then I look at them, and I enter the tent, and I look around. And then I come back out and say, what the fuck happened?
It seemed that the cursed shield was really getting to Maximus.
Did he do something?
Well, we didn't let him. We took the shield from him.
Oh. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
What was he doing?
He was spouting
he
some
was-
nonsense.
Yeah, spouting nonsense about how powerful he was becoming, and but it was a cursed object. I was speaking with Hegal. He said it was evil,
Oh.
and we needed to get it away from him. So we
Either
did.
way, he
guys-
stormed off pretty pissed, so I'm sure we're going to hear about it later.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys
not
took it
gonna
from
leave
him.
This. We did.
Where is that?
We gave it to Hegal, who stored it away.
The little blob.
Yes,
The little blob thing that might be evil itself.
he's not evil.
We don't know that.
Allegedly.
All I'm saying is, I don't know how I feel about giving very powerful magical items to little black ink blobs that disappear and reappear out of God knows what, and are indeterminately, potentially evil.
Well, if
But-
it was cursed, it's the best way to dispose of it anyway.
Yeah, that's what we did with the undead cleric. We threw him in the void.
God, I guess so. I really hope this doesn't come back to bite us in the ass, but I have a very bad feeling that it's going to. You
He'll be
keep that blob in
fine.
line.
He's always been in line.
Okay, just keep an eye on him because he's
He's
eaten.
saved our lives hundreds of times. My life hundreds of times, and your lives at least a few.
Doesn't he seem to be growing more powerful?
Not that I've, been aware of.
Okay. Well, as he keeps eating these magical, evil items, just keep your eye out on him because if it hurts us to even be around, I can only imagine what a little blob eating it would do. But where'd Maximus go?
He just stormed off. I'm not sure.
Uh, well, can you send your blob
Probably to
check?
go find lawyers to get mad at us or try to punish us in some way.
Wait, so when you took it away from him, the spell didn't break, or the evil thing? He was still mad.
Yes.
Even if it did break, I think it's just him losing something that he considered his was more important.
Maybe he wasn't aware or self-aware of the impact that it was having on him.
Yeah, I don't really know how all this fancy magic curse stuff works, so I don't know.
I'm not
Pretty
sure.
sure it's like you put it on, gives you a delusion. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're under its spell. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's possible that
Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he still doesn't think he was in a delusion. I'm not sure.
A lot of us like to think that we're above it, above having our minds controlled by dark, evil magic, but that shit's powerful. So,
Of course.
yeah. Well, should we try to go find him?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead. I'm not really attuned for this kind of stuff, so I'm just gonna go take care of Gore in the meantime.
Do you think that he's gonna try and kick your asses or something?
I'll be sure try.
We should watch out for it.
I think that Lars will hold himself up, but you stay behind me, Zed.
Okay.
Alright. The two of you go elsewhere into the fort to go look for Maximus. And Maximus, you stride your way through the court. People, look at you warily, just waking up from their shift, and first thing in the morning, a judge is storming through the halls. And you can arrive at the office of the Centurion. He looks very weary. He's probably just woken up, and you can see him shuffling papers on the desk, sort of rumbling.
Centurion?
Glances up. Lord Judge.
Get some, quill and some paper.
Yes? Writing a letter?
Yeah.
Alright then. Around his office. Takes him a bit. He's very disorganized and groggy. Ink. Not called pen. Ink. Painter? And some paper. I'll say, do you want privacy?
No, this shouldn't take long.
Alright then.
And who was the guy that brought us all together? Like at the very first session.
That was Proconsul Lars Igni.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
your
Now
direct
I'm going to.
superior in the Department of Faith.
Yes, I'm going to write a letter to him, and in it, I'm going to just give him an update of what we've been getting up to, just a brief retelling of events of everything we've been doing.
Sure.
And then I'm going to go into detail about how I think while the group has been somewhat productive, its lack of one specific leader to make decisions has caused more harm than it has done good, due to the improper such things as improper theft of citizens' possessions, and let's see what else can I make up. Let's see what else have they gotten up to? Yeah, and just unnecessarily bogging down the decision-making process. And I think that while maybe at the beginning of the group there may not have been needed to be a leader, I think that now is the time to instill one.
Okay.
So that the group as a whole can become more productive and beneficial for Mithdosian society.
Alright, you finish penning the letter. You close it up, you borrow the Centurion's seal and place it on the letter. And he says, All right, I can send this to
Mhm.
post haste.
Is there any way it can be expedited, or?
Well, it has a military seal on it. If anything's expedited, it should be this.
Alrighty then, that'll do. Thank you very much.
All right then. Sort of grumbles and groggles, exits the room with you, makes his way outside. And as are you just leaving the keep now?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to exit the keep, you can see Renesmee and Zednius, not Lars, but just Renesmee and Zednius walking through like the central courtyard, sort of looking around for you. Do you step out into the courtyard to make yourself known, or?
No, I'll avoid them and go to the stables.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way to the stables. In the distance, you see the kennels where you see Lars tending to. And at the stables, you can find, the different steeds of the party. You find Mickey with its saddle. You find, I don't remember Esme's horse, but with its white mane.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just spend some time with Mickey. Give him a couple apples.
All right.
Yeah, you notice that he's not particularly hungry this morning.
True, actually true.
Fucking Renesmee.
Seems
God.
unnerved and not hungry.
I'll have to train you to not eat her apples anymore, although that might be a difficult prospect.
So do you just spend
well.
the better part of the morning relaxing?
I think so, yes. If they want to bother to come find me here, then they can do that.
Okay. Renesmee and Zednius, you won't find him in a cursory to the fort. So are you just going to return to the campsite, get breakfast, just begin to wake up? Looking for him.
I'm not specifically seeking him out.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll probably want to
That's right, my shit. Okay, yeah, I do have to go back to the campsite then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna go back there
Yeah,
at some
in
point.
the late morning, you guys group back up at the, well, maybe not Lars, he's probably still, but you guys group back up at the campsite. I assume it's a lot of chilled glances at one another, just mostly silence.
No, I'll
When I
I'll
get
act
back,
like
are they
everything's
there?
normal.
Hey.
Wait, Maximus
As if-
comes and
as
I'm
if-
there?
as if
Yeah,
nothing happens.
you and Zednius are just like at the campsite eating your morning breakfast, and Maximus
Oh.
just walks in.
Maximus,
Renesmee, you've got to stop feeding my horse. It's going to get fat.
I did not no such thing, but that's not what I want to talk to you about.
Do you
What the-
know? Do you know how often horses refuse apples if they haven't had any already? The answer is never, because they're greedy little goblins when it comes to apples. All right.
Well,
But
maybe there's
if they've
someone
been
else feeding
fed
him
before-
apples.
Oh, sure there is. Sure there is. You're a bad influence on him. You leave alone.
I'm smiling, but I'm denying.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what to
Sure,
tell
yeah.
you, but listen.
Mm.
What is this that I hear about you not wanting to let go of some sort of wretched, cursed item?
Yes, wretched cursed item. Is that the tall tale that they spun you?
The truth.
Yeah,
The
that's
truth.
what I heard.
Yes, of
I heard
course,
that
the truth.
The item that we pulled off of that cleric's body was not the only thing to be cursed, but that it was cursed and it was making you.
I
make
know
crazy
nothing
things.
about. I know nothing about any kind of curse. Would you not feel more protected and more powerful if you had a magical item to help defend you?
Not if it was
I think-
cursed.
I think not. But see, how do you know it was cursed?
Probably because we pulled it off of a dead cleric that was necromancy back to life, and also other items on him were cursed, and it made you act weird. I think that we can put one and one and one and
Yes.
one together and kind of come up to the conclusion that it was,
Mm.
at least there was a chance of it being cursed, you know?
Yes, making me act weird. You all act weird relative to me, so of course the way I act would be weird to you all. Yes, that would make sense.
Maximus, as someone who likes to follow the letter of the law, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't be too happy if I picked up some object that we knew was potentially cursed off of some sort of necromancy dead thing that we just killed. And then if I started acting even a little bit out of character, alright, and talking about how I'm so powerful and whatnot, you'd probably be like, Renesmee, give me that. Don't be fucking stupid. And you know what? I kind of agree with them. Taking it away makes sense. Pax. We care about
It's-
you.
It's
We don't-
cursed. Just because I act confident all of a sudden, I'm all of a sudden cursed. Is that how this works?
Not
I can't-
just because
I
of
can't-
that.
I can't feel good with my own abilities.
You were more than confident. It was too much. You were
No, it was
delusional.
too much. I was delusional. What did I say?
You were begging.
I-
You were begging Lars to punch you over and over and over. It was bizarre and strange, and the
recall
glint in your
correctly-
eyes. It was.
If I
It was
recall
clearly
correctly,
cursed.
I asked him to punch me once, and then he insisted on continuing to do it because he couldn't keep hitting, because he never managed to actually hit me.
Is Lars here?
And then I was a
no.
bit happy with it.
Oh.
I got a bit excited that I had
I look over
acquired
at
a
Zed. Is
magical
that
item.
true?
I mean, I said it. Yes.
No, but I mean, did Lars just keep punching him, or was he asking for it again and again?
It was both.
It was both. Yes.
Well,
Of course.
I don't know, okay? All I'm saying is, I understand where our two comrades came from in being concerned that it was a cursed object. Honestly, I wasn't the hugest fan of taking anything off of that dead cleric's body because he was cursed in and of himself. Let's just consider it a good omen that that's gone.
Are
Now,
we in a
Don't know
private
about
area?
that, but-
No,
I
certainly
don't
not.
know about
You're in a
that.
large
Okay.
open campsite at the back of the fort. You've definitely been getting looks from soldiers patrolling the walls and going about their morning routine as these three judges practically shout at each other.
well, I'm not shouting, to be clear.
Okay,
I'm just...
just raise your voice and
I am
confident
speaking loudly. I am
Speaking
being
loudly.
Of
diplomatic.
course, of course.
All right.
Sure.
Well, if that's enough for you guys, I'm gonna go get some breakfast.
Hmm.
We need
And
to
I'm
call
gonna-
a team meeting at some point, somewhere more private. I've
Who went
come
through
across
my
the
shit?
information.
Oh. What information? Something. I lower my voice. Something important? Like how important? Like 1 to 10?
Regarding
Hey.
the war.
Hey, which
Oh my
one of you
God.
went through my shit after you stole something off of me?
We were in the open. When did you get
I-
back to your place?
You guys are at the campsite at the back of the
Yeah.
back of the fort. That's the open area because you guys weren't given private accommodation.
I saw them talking outside of Grade 10, and I went in for a second to see where you were and what happened.
Did you attempt to ransack my belongings?
No.
I'm gonna look at Zed.
We wanted to make sure there were no other cursed items.
I'll put my hand to my head. Oh my god. Guys, okay. Next time, can someone wake me up?
So you ransacked my shit.
Nothing is
I'm-
missing.
Maximus, I understand why you're mad. Maybe you can go for a walk and I take an apple out of my pocket. Can you give
What?
this to Mickey?
What would have happened if I had had my saddle here?
What do
Would
you
your
mean?
little creature eaten that too?
course
Oh, it's
not.
magical. Oh, it's making me confident. Oh, it's cursed.
It was a cursed item, Maximus.
And how do you know?
Let's be clear, okay?
I-
The
I
mysterious
feel
black
better
bubble
when I'm
that I
on
see
my
evil
saddle.
things.
That doesn't make it
Did you
cursed.
procure your saddle from an undead wizard?
Wizard. Oh, he's a wizard now, is he?
No, I'm just saying.
The source doesn't particularly matter.
Well,
not.
sometimes it does.
Of course not.
Sometimes
I
it
suppose
does.
sometimes
Maximus.
it does, but
Well, Maximus, you can confirm upon looking at your tent that despite everything being rustled around, nothing is missing. It would be rather obvious considering it's armor that weighs like 10 pounds and it's a bunch of other
Yeah.
stuff. You would pretty easily notice if anything was missing.
Alright, well, Zednius, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this conversation you need to have with us?
Are we in your tent now? Are we like...
No, you guys are just in
in my,
sort of
in my
open
tent.
Okay. Well, we spied in on the meeting with the consummate.
Wait, no! I'm asking right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, Jesus Christ, we need to go somewhere more
At least an 8.
secluded.
At least an 8.
Okay, well then let's fucking go into the forest or something. Jesus Christ.
I was just gonna say it was a bunch of important people.
Yeah, there are soldiers going about their duties within like 60 to 70 feet away from you guys.
Yeah.
so-
I was
I
quiet
like told him,
voice.
wasn't like, shut the
I was
fuck
whispering.
up. Shut up. March. Into the forest. Now.
Some people might think it's a 10. Some people might think it's like a 4. I don't know.
Okay, and we're gonna figure that out now. When we're somewhere more quiet.
So-
Let's go.
So do you guys go looking for Lars? Or you, leave?
Yes.
No. Well,
Oh.
yes.
Oh,
We
Yes,
can.
just
I don't know where he
explained
is.
the team
Okay,
meeting
sounds like
with
yes.
all the judges.
Maximus, do you just clean up your tent and then join them? Or...
Have we caught any news of
Yeah.
Fargrim?
Yeah, I will.
Is he on his way?
Last news you heard of Fargrim was that he was coming from Rafinium to Fort Celestine.
Nice.
Um,
Alright, I go looking for Lars.
yeah, you guys can go around looking. It's not too hard to find him. He's at the kennel. He and Gore are maybe 30 feet away from the rest of the dogs in their cages. Gore is just sitting obediently on Lars's lap. Lars, do you talk to your dog? Do you just like pet him and give him treats and stuff?
No, I don't think I talked to him. Yeah.
You guys can come over. Gore.
Lars.
Yes.
Very important team meeting. Major urgency, and we need to go now.
And what's this gonna be about?
I
The
can't tell you right
information I
now.
received- Oh, is he in the open? It's regarding what...
Phineas, I need you to just keep those pretty lips closed. Lars, we are going to have a team meeting somewhere more private. Come on.
All right then.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
something new I learned about
It better be
Renesmee.
quick.
With
What?
Renesmee practically herds the party like a shepherd dog out the gates of the fort. And there is the question of where to go. The closest woods are the Deadwood. Other than that, trees have been intentionally sort of cleared out, and the nearest like ruin, so structure other than the fort, would be Batavia. This is been placed in a rather remote location intentionally. So do you just want to step a few hundred feet away from the fort and chat about it?
Yeah, probably.
So you guys walk along the main
Maybe
road.
on a
Right of
stump
earshot.
or something.
You guys, yeah, there's plenty of those. You guys walk out along the main road, and you find a particularly large stump, big enough for all of you guys to sit down and or to find a little spot to curl up on. You sit onto the stump. It's a bit uneven, and Zednius sits in sort of the speaker's position on the stump.
All right,
the
Zepnius now.
information Hedhegal had given me when I told him to spy on the meetings that you weren't privy to, Renesmee.
Mhm.
He told me what happened in there. It was 4
Ah.
men: the consul militum, the captain of Fort Celestine, the captain of Fort Trajan, and the captain of Fort Aurelian. And they were discussing treason. A plot
What?
to sacrifice Fort Romulus to get all of the Deadwood forces together and round them on the offense. They seem to have gotten all their chickens in order. The governor is going to cover for them. I just thought that's what we wanted to find out. That's why everyone's being so secretive. That's why all of this military business is occurring here.
Let's see.
Old strategy. I hope it pays off for them. Well, I
I
don't
think
know
we should
about.
let them know that we know.
I don't know about
I don't
treason.
know about that, because then we're a loose end. They already don't like us.
Well, it'll give them a reason to like us. We're in on their plan and we're letting it happen.
I don't see why they need to know that we know.
Yeah,
I
I don't think that
see
they'll
why
make
we
them
need
like
to
us
do
anymore.
anything about it.
I suppose that's true. I would tell them if it was up to me, but well,
I don't think we should tell them. I don't think we should do anything about it. I was wondering what they were getting up to, though.
Yes, it
Hey.
is curious.
planning on sacrificing the people?
They're
I
sacrificing
imagine.
the entire fort and everyone that lives there and everyone that is stationed there. Yes, they're all destined to die.
Are they pulling out?
No, Fort Romulus doesn't know this is happening. They're all going business as normal. And they will be
Oh.
sacrificed.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why it has to be quiet. That's why nobody knows.
I very much hope it works for them, or else, well, they're gonna be in some deep shit.
But the children.
Ah, yes, the children that live in the military fort.
Oh,
Did you see any children while we were there?
did I see any children while I was there?
No. There are forts in the interior that would have children at them, basically just glorified like cities. But the ones out here in the frontier are far too dangerous to have wives, kids, and
Got it.
pinky sweaties.
Got it.
Of which I don't
Legionnaires.
remember a single face.
Jesus.
That's terrible, but I hope they've thought through this plan. That's a very huge sacrifice. Well, what are we planning on doing about this?
What are we planning on doing? What is our mission critical? Would us assisting in this be part of bringing peace to the lands?
Well, our mission is
Bring
to do
peace
whatever.
to Regia Nova and Transatlia. Would this help to do that? Eliminate any foes outside of the Deadwood?
Depends if it works. If it does, then yes. And if it fails, then we've done a disservice to ourselves and to Regia Nova and Transatlantic.
Well, if what can we do about it is the whole point. What can we do to stop it?
Well, I
Stop
think
the
we
plan?
were going to.
I don't
If
know
we
that
were
stopping
going
the-
to attempt to stop it.
I would only try to stop the plan if it was destined to fail. If it's going to succeed and help us fight back the Deadwood, then I would approve of it.
Well, I
I
don't
think
see
that
why.
that's the reason why we
succeed,
should speak to them. We should get them in a room, tell them that we know, tell them we're not going to tell anyone, but we need to hear their plans, or else we will tell people. We need to know that they've at least thought this through before they sacrifice an entire military base worth of people to the gremlins in the Deadwood.
How high up is the Consul Militum? Is he like right below the Emperor?
Yeah, he reports directly to the Emperor. Consul Militum is a special role given to the general of the Deadwood frontier. It's an incredibly prestigious.
Renesmee, how much do you know about military strategy?
0 to none, probably. Why?
So how would you know if the plan is good or not?
Well, would you be there? Probably. So, we're settled. We're sorted.
I don't think we have authority over the Consul Militum.
We don't.
We report to someone who reports to the Emperor. He reports to the Emperor.
If
Wait,
we
is
told
it
the
not
Emperor
Consul
about
Militum
what...
we report to? Who do we report to?
You guys report to Proconsul Lars Ignia of the Department of Faith.
Proconsul.
He reports to
Okay.
someone, and then that person reports to the Emperor.
No, all right. So I said that, which only
Yeah,
emphasized
it's
my
like 4
point.
layers of
All right.
abstraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I emphasized my point. Yeah, we do not have authority over him.
Well, if you guys want to get involved with these crazy politics, go ahead, but leave me out of it.
I'm fine
I-
to do whatever we think is best. I want to
I,
help bring peace to the land. I don't know if their plan is well thought out, and I don't know that we're going to know that without speaking to them somehow.
I don't know why it wouldn't be. They're military professionals.
It's the leader of the 3 forts plus the Consul Militum.
Oh yeah.
It seems
guess.
that
Seems they
all the brightest
mustered quite a-
minds are in agreement.
All right.
And
well,
if they want our help, then well, they just tell us to help.
Well, they probably don't trust us.
I don't blame them. But if the plan goes awry enough, then they're going to throw that out the window, and they're going to come to us for help anyway. And if
At
it doesn't,
least-
then we weren't needed, and too easy.
if we
leave us out of
understand
it.
why they're doing this, then perhaps we can help them with their true aim. If this is meant to be a distraction of some sort, or I don't know.
I imagine it's a ploy to get the Deadwood forces all in one place so they can crush them.
Correct.
We should be a part of the crushing.
Can you fight in formation?
Nope.
There you go then. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to take part in the crushing then.
Perhaps. I don't know. I just feel like I wish that we could do something to help, but it's so hard to know if we even can help without information. But thank you for telling us, Sednius. It's good to be in the loop, at least. And yeah, probably best that we did this outside of castle walls, because one of those soldiers inside hears of this, and this entire plan gets leaked. And the soldiers in Fort Romulus are
Yes, soldiers talk to each other.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, do I have any berries in my pocket? I'm a compulsive berry picker. I take out a handful of berries. Fresh picked, wild. You guys want some?
I would love some.
So,
I hand it to him. Does he start eating them?
Most certainly.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
smile
I'm
as he
hungry as
eats
fuck.
them, and I say, "Those are Mickey's favorite too."
I don't blame him. They're very tasty. Maybe I'll save some for him.
You should. He loves them, and I
Yum, yum.
smile.
Mm.
By the way, I think I misspoke earlier. You guys are at Fort Trajan now. I think I may have said.
World map. World
we
map,
can go there.
Pog.
Yeah. So, do you guys remember what your next task was? Well, you actually were given.
We had a legal dispute somewhere, wasn't there?
Yep, there was a legal dispute between the cities of Triodosia and Corsicola. There was also a
Oh yeah, he
famed
said that could.
centurion
He
who
said that
went
could
missing
wait.
at Regia Borg.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Regia, what?
Borga.
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 Yeah, I absolutely think we should go take care of that. The 1,000-year-old dispute.
Can you mark
wait?
the fort up north? I forget what this one is.
You guys have never been there. You don't know.
But well, we do. It's the other fort from my note.
Sure.
Aurelian.
So what's it called
Yeah,
then?
sure. I was
Fort
just going to add
Aurelian.
them as you discovered them, but yeah, that one is Fort Aurelian. These are the 4 forts. That's all
It
there
just
is.
helps me
separated.
visualize
I see. Okay.
the plan.
Yeah, these
I
4
guess.
forts
These
are all that
3 are
separates.
sacrificing these ones.
Yep. These 4 forts separate the Empire from the Deadwood. So,
Well,
About to abandon one.
Regia Borgia.
yeah,
Where
it
is
seems
that?
like we should
Regia
go
Borgia
and
is this
figure out
tiny
the
little like
situation.
windmill you can see poking out just right next to it.
Oh, that's very close.
It's incredible.
What do we
pretty
need
close.
to do there?
It's-
Yeah,
you
that-
can probably see it from the.
Yeah, we can fucking see that. Yeah.
What do we need to do there?
Well, there's a centurion that was missing there, so
very very famous centurion. It's mentioned multiple times last time, actually.
Yeah.
How long has he been missing?
The Centurion did not give you guys details. Said that missing and he doesn't have the resources.
but,
Well, okay.
well, might as well head out. Let's go grab our horses. Let's go grab Gore and see what's happening over there.
All right, you guys mount up. It's another rainy day in the fall of Transatlia. You notice that it seems to rain a lot more here than in Regia Nova. Exactly a fan of it, as it makes all this travel far more annoying. You fetch your horses and begin to make your way through the muck, through mud and dirt, which clings to the various steeds. Despite the journey to Regia Borga only should take about an eighth of a day, which is about an hour, it ends up taking about 2 hours, as several times your horses get stuck in the mud and you have to go down and coax the horses out of them. You all have decent enough experience with riding. So
Yeah, your guys' horses maybe.
oh, is Mickey immune to
Nerds.
getting stopped in that from the saddle?
No.
Oh. You're just such a good
No,
rider.
he's not.
He never gets his hoof stuck.
Absolutely, yes, correct.
Yeah, maybe. But sooner rather than later, this distant little hamlet comes into sight. It is the most stereotypical, like frontier town ever. You guys have passed through hundreds of Control-C, Control-Vs of this exact town layout. There's a central town square with a courtyard, several buildings surrounding it. There's farms that begin to like increase in density the closer you get to the town. The only difference is that it looks like about a quarter of this town has been devoured by the slowly expanding deadwood. Sense that foliage and things like that have just, you see several like shacks that have been just totally covered up in plants and leaves, and they get closer and closer to the town square. As for people, there seems to be a large number of folks just going about their day, but you also notice a sort of funeral procession, best you could describe it. People in black shrouds holding candles. The quaestors at the front, and he wears an especially elaborate religious garb representing the servants of the Almighty.
Wow.
Do I see anyone around that's not a part of the procession?
Yeah, there's just farmers going about their day. It seems as if the procession is only...
Got it. I'll go up to one of the farmers and I'll say, "Excuse me, sir.
glances up and looks at you and your companions, sort of stares at you.
The procession over there, who's that for?
For the family.
What family?
Family that went missing.
An entire family went missing.
boys, the wife, the father.
How many boys?
Oh, he sort of begins to lean on the hoe he was using to turn up the field. I believe it was a young boy, young girl, 3 older sons, wife, obviously the father.
Oh
Where
my
did they go
God.
missing?
3 days ago,
Where were they
Where
last
do they
seen?
live?
in their home.
Where's their home?
Well, the procession's going there now. Came back from the graveyard. Ceremony.
That's terrible. Did the townsfolk have any ideas or rumors going around about what happened?
People always talk, but as far as what the Cloister says, it says that man was simply kidnapped by. This is the risk we pay for being this close to the woods.
Oh, all those kids too. That's terrible.
Odds.
Well, thank you very much, sir. If you have or find out any more information about this missing family, please do not hesitate to come and tell us. We would truly appreciate it.
Exactly, are you all venturing sort?
No, we are
Judges.
judges from the
The
Empire.
wandering judging sort, yes.
Ah,
Oh.
he sort of falls to one knee and says, I apologize, Lady Judge.
No,
Get up. Get up.
no, get up, please.
Enough of that.
I like
Stands up.
looking down at him before he gets up.
I dismount my
All right,
horse
then,
and I go
Lars.
to shake his
Lars,
hand.
wait, Lars, how tall are you?
That was me that said that.
5,
Yeah.
10.
Oh,
That is
sorry.
huge.
Zed-
He's at a half elf.
Zednius, how tall are you?
5'3".
Oh no, I forgot you were a
I
man. I
look-
thought you were tall as fuck.
No.
No, he's a little manlet.
Oh no. Of course, the
What
man
did you
has
say?
a
What are you
superiority
saying?
complex.
I like looking down on you.
That's
Damn.
fine.
You too, Lars. You too.
So Renesmee, you dismount and walk over. to
Yeah,
him.
I want to dismount, walk over to him, and extend my hand to shake his hand.
Yeah, he'll tentatively shake your hand.
Thank you very much, sir.
Of course, Lady Judge.
Have a nice day. And then I'll get back on my horse.
And are you guys just gonna trail behind the funeral procession to
Yep.
town? Okay. You guys follow behind it for some time. This funeral procession takes you up literally to like the edge of the woods. Because when you think of a forest starting, it's really only in like highly developed Western countries where it's a sharp line between farmland and woods. Here, it's a lot softer. There's ferns and bushes, and then there's slightly taller things, and there's small little saplings of deadwood trees, and then there's about 100 feet past that, the bigger trees, and this sort of gradient. The very edge of that gradient reaches to this property that you guys are approaching. So if something was approaching from the woods, it could be under the cover of foliage until it's about 20 feet away from the house.
Got it.
And the procession of shrouded individuals stops just outside the house, and they form a circle, and they begin to chant in mythos. These are religious chants, so they're from a long dead version of mythos that isn't really spoken in common parlance anymore, but it's essentially shepherding the souls of the family past the hounds of oblivion into the home of the Almighty in heaven above, and so that they can join with their ancestors in the halls of tranquility. Just, essentially admitting, maybe not admitting, but just accepting that they're probably dead, and shepherding them into the next life.
You said it wasn't practiced
very much anymore.
Yeah,
The language.
it's the language that they speak. It's a very old form of church mythos, not very commonly spoken.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
you guys just remain until the ceremony's over.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt it.
Is that news?
Should I poke around their home with? I think I'm not saying this out
Hey.
loud. I think I'm gonna have Hetty go in their house.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, Hetagal rolls off your shoulder. You see him. You see like one of the members of the crowd sort of looks down at their left foot and sort of looks around, but they don't see anything, and they return back to their chanting. And you watch as the front door, which this whole crowd is like facing towards the front door in their mourning. You watch as it squeaks open like a half an
He
inch.
shouldn't
and then
have to
closes
do that,
back.
right?
Why not?
Because he can squeeze under the door.
Only if the cap's small enough. Hetagal has gotten a bit beefier.
Oh no, it's so.
He still has that feature. It's just limited, and it's because he's getting bigger. But yeah, he squeaks into the house.
I
Fat
wonder why. He
boy.
appears to be well fed.
It's
So,
Renesmee. She
The
keeps giving
ceremony
him.
continues for a bit, and
that's what it
Zednius,
is.
you are beyond 100 feet, so you're not going to be able to see through his eyes. But
Okay.
as the ceremony continues, incense is burned. a few women from the crowd just fall to their knees and begin to weep in front of the house, but it doesn't seem like a show of emotion. It feels like it's a part of the ritual. This part you are unfamiliar with. You've never seen anything like this in, Ravidium, which is where Renesmee is from, or Regia, which is where Mars is from.
Yeah.
And once their wailing concludes, the crowd begins to part, and as that happens, Zednius Hedhagal weighs back onto your shoulder, and he whispers, "Destroyed."
Alex,
Yeah.
I spent my whole youth in a orphanage run by the clergy. Did they say anything like this?
Oh yes, you would certainly be familiar with this then. It's a very bizarre religious concept in Mythnosia, which basically says it is from Saint Lucretia, where women in the Empire are supposed to be like hyper emotional. It's not seen as a bad thing. That's awesome. And the more emotional you are, the more pious and faithful you are. So this open display of weeping, you're trying to actually outdo the women around you, because then you're a more holy and faithful person.
Based.
Yeah.
I see. Yes.
so
So,
yeah,
I'll look and
the-
nod. And,
Work.
yes.
The crowd mostly parts. Only a small clutch of people, maybe 6 or 7, stick around, the Quaestor among them.
I'm gonna dismount and walk up to the Quaestor.
Yeah. He sort of pulls back the black shroud that was over his face and walks over to Lars. I assume you're staying mounted.
Yeah.
So he walks over to Renesmee and Maximus and gives them sort of a nod and says, "Hello. Noticed you trailing the procession."
The Quaestor, yes. The Centurion of Fort Trajan asked we look into this a little bit.
Ah. See that the honor the throne.
Yes, a great man. Great man was lost.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what happened here?
Well, best I can recall, that it all started Shuri and Decus's service in the Galantine War. I don't know if you know about him, but slew the High Necromancer. Battle of Pharea. That he became a hero. Apparently, the foul necromancy of the dead took a toll on his body. As far as I had heard, he'd aged almost 20 years more. Magics. He came here to retire with his family. Bones creaked and rest. Brought his children here. And things were normal the last few years since the Galantine. Had no real problems here. Our close region. And one night, Decus's guard dog was killed. Came into the town and asked anyone to admit to it, thought that maybe his dog had been on someone else's property. Had to be. No one came forward. So, he and him spoke, and he admitted he was afraid that the Deadwood had revenge. Payment for my necromancer. And a few nights ago, screams heard from his family farmstead. We gathered our tool, farm implements, went to the farmhouse, but Decus, his wife, his children, all missing.
No bodies of any kind?
No. Perhaps you could learn more from the house. I've tried to leave it untouched, but been gone in the dead. It's good. Friends of the family to get closure with what happened.
Indeed it
course.
was.
Any signs of a struggle?
Certainly.
Ah.
So they were taken alive then.
Seems like it.
Question is if they still are.
Well,
No,
I'm
the
sure they'd
Deadwood.
like to take their time with
Seems
the,
unlikely.
Centurion. You think it's unlikely?
Seems unlikely that he's still, alive in our sense of the word.
They could be torturing them. Unfortunately. I'm sorry for your loss.
The Quaestor just nods. Well, I can bring you into the building. Just there are still next of kin out to regarding the inheritance.
Ah, yes.
Who exactly are you all? Just in parties? You said you were sent by the Centurion.
Aye, judges.
Ah, well, I'd heard there was a band of you making your way through province. I just didn't expect you to. But let's head into the farmhouse.
Shall we?
And he sort of talks to each of the mourners that stick around. Mostly women, again, attempting to outdo each other in their mourning lost family. And the Quaestor brings you through the front entrance into the farmhouse itself. It's small. It's not a particularly large building. As best you can tell, it really has 5 rooms. And the kitchen is the one that it enters into. And immediately looking around, you can almost instantly see signs of like a clear and violent struggle. Plates, wooden plates have been scattered across the ground. Forks of the family are scattered like at very odd parts in the room. One is like slammed into the wall as if someone like threw it full strength and it just hit the wall and stuck there. Chairs have been broken or turned over, and the table has these deep gouges in it.
Gouges like claws or gouges like knives or
Hard to tell. Just wood has been removed from the table.
Are there any
Quaestor's
signs
sort
of that, like... Huh.
Yeah, just standing in the doorway, he'll sort of say, well, if you find anything, let me know, but do it.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Leave you guys to your own search.
Were there signs of, like, the struggle on like, one of the doorways to maybe indicate where they were dragged out from?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check, and we're just going to split up now. So Maximus, you're going to go for signs of entry. Renesmee, what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna be looking around the house for stuff.
Stuff. Just a general overview of what's in the house.
No, for things regarding
Okay.
their disappearance.
Okay, like what? Like a...
That's a good question. I'm investigating. Okay.
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, one sec.
Zednius, what is your contribution to the searching?
What did she say she's looking at?
He's looking for general stuff related to the disappearance.
Things and stuff.
A perception check.
Yeah, perception.
Wardrobes, cabinets, anything where there might be some like sensitive items that they would want to take.
Okay. And then finally, Lars. Are you participating in the search of the farmhouse?
No, I'm probably just gonna be leaning up against the wall.
Okay.
Doesn't really care.
So
I would like to note my incredible roll.
That is very good. We'll work back to start. So Zednius, you begin to go into the other room. You head into what is most likely the Centurion's bedroom, and you head towards the closet there. You find a chest inside, unlocked. Within the chest, there is the a Centurion's breastplate, a plumed helmet, a shield, a letter that's been folded and refolded many times. And sort of unfolding it, it is a commendation for bravery written by the Emperor Centurion.
Okay.
You can search the other closets of the house. The kitchen cabinets are fine. They have some wooden utensils, some buckets, things like that. Nothing expensive. You can search children's bedrooms, small wooden toys that have been carved for the older folks, because this children's bedroom has 5 beds in it. So for the older lads, you can see they have wooden swords and shields, seems as if their father was trained them into being good old legionnaires. But in your search, you find nothing of real value, and the only thing that could be considered valuable, a letter from the Emperor, hasn't been.
Right. Well, the breastplate is interesting as well.
Renesmee, you begin to look around the house. You find that the struggle was quick. It never spilled over into either of the bedrooms, neither the Centurion's bedroom nor the children's bedroom. It was really just a straight line from the back door, which Maximus will also, straight into the kitchen. And it seems as if the fight was quick. There's still a short sword resting beside the Centurion's bed. He never got to it. You find sort of daggers and other bladed cutlery in the kitchen that never quite reached. And during your search, you find something very odd. Along this path from the back door to the kitchen are trampled leaves and broken twigs.
Something that like blights might leave behind.
Could be.
Can I investigate on those?
What would you be investigating?
Just like what kind of tree it comes from, as someone who's like in connection
Yeah, roll a
with
nature
nature.
check for that. And Maximus, you begin to look around the house for a sign of entry. You check all the windows, no sign of entry. Check the front door. Technically, someone could have opened it up and let someone in, but there's no sign of like forced entry. And you head to the back door. And it becomes pretty obvious this is where they entered from, but not only that, you actually find the way that they entered. It looks like something manage to remove the locking mechanism from the door. Like bolts and screws and all. Like this was not just a latch. This was a full-on developed locking mechanism, and the thing just got bored straight out of the door.
I got a nat 20 on his block picking.
Yeah.
God.
And you also notice a small strip of blue cloth that's like been torn off and it's resting on a sort of splinter coming out of the wood.
Go and pick it up.
Yeah, Renesmee, looking down at the leaves and the wood, it just looks to be of local varieties. There's nothing super distinctive about it. The leaves are noticeable because orange and yellow, just like all leaves in this time of the year. But the wood itself doesn't seem to be anything beyond just standard.
Got it.
So, you guys can regroup.
I'm gonna pocket that letter
Okay, sure.
for future memes.
Future you.
Well, I have
Who's
a
the
forger
person
kit. I want to
closest to me?
study it.
True.
What did the letter say?
It was a commendation of bravery from the Emperor.
Oh, I see.
I just want to know, his signature or stamps and all that.
Fine.
things.
Who's the person that's closest to me downstairs?
Maximus.
Maximus!
What?
Okay, this is what I'm seeing. I point to the back door. Looks like they came in through there. And the struggle was really small. Not spilled into any of the other rooms. It was quick, swift, and look, I pick up some twigs and leaves off of the ground. Not sure what this means, but it's weird. Twigs and leaves from outside. Is there a lot of them?
Yeah, decent amount, especially in the room where most of the struggle.
Especially in this room where I think most of the struggle happened. There's just so many twigs and leaves.
Does it look like the aftermath of the battlefields where we fought twig blights?
No, because you won that fight, so there was just a bunch of like obliterated small trees. Like there was no real. This is just like a couple of twigs and a couple. Whereas the
So it doesn't look
afterwards-
like.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if we had fought them but not killed them,
you don't know. You've never done
Right.
that. You've always destroyed them.
Well, we fought them
You know, like,
while
during,
we've
like-
done damage.
again,
Yeah,
in the
certainly.
midst of battle.
Yeah, it's a distinct possibility. I don't think you're super familiar with the scatter patterns of breakup of. You haven't fought them, but when you destroy them, it looks like you just weed whacked your backyard. There's nothing distinguishing
Okay, yeah, it's-
between and.
Well, so I'm more of talking about the amount here, not the
Oh
distribution.
yeah, it certainly doesn't look like any of the blights were destroyed.
If there were blights.
If there were blights.
Yeah. And then the piece of clothing I picked up.
Yeah.
Does it look like old?
It
Like-
looks worn. I wouldn't
obviously
say
old.
I
Is that
would
in
not
his
say
hand?
old. Is what a what?
With that piece of cloth, is it in his hand?
Yeah, it is.
And-
I eye it. What's that?
Do peasants normally wear like dyed clothing like this?
Farmers out here in the frontier probably not, but a former centurion, pretty distinct.
Okay,
Wait.
I'll go into his what?
Maximus, what is that in your
Hmm.
hand?
Some clothing I found by the piece of cloth I found by the door,
On that door?
on the back door.
Wait,
Oh, speaking of
why
which,
didn't you tell me? I can turn into a wolf and I can sniff it out. I can see if I find any trail of him.
Sniff snob.
It's a great point. It's a great point indeed.
Well, we should
But
grab Sendius, and then I can sniff smell him out.
I suppose you could, but you could just smell all the other clothing he has in, I imagine, his closet.
Yeah, but this could be different. This is the one that he was wearing, and we don't know if it has some sort of magic on it, or if it has some sort of evil blood on it, or I don't know. It's the
Renesmee,
freshest
Renesmee.
scent.
Renesmee,
Yes.
you're missing the point here. What this actually allows us to do is figure out if there are any other humans here, because you can compare the smell on this to the smell on his actual clothing and his family's clothing, and then we can figure out if actual, like, another human took him, or if someone from the dead would just took him.
That's fine. I
You-
just want to sniff.
You must think deeper. Just think
She doesn't
deeper.
care.
Maximus!
She just wants to sniff snob.
Don't
all right.
mansplain sniffing to me, all right? I know how to sniff.
What in God's green earth is mansplaining?
Of course you wouldn't know. And as I say that, I turn into a direwolf.
All right, so
It's funny because the
Xenius-
world is incredibly patriarchal.
True. So Xenius,
Yeah.
you're crouched over a chest, and
Based.
as you walk out into the main kitchen area. You look to your right, you see a giant direwolf. Business as usual.
Yeah.
Why do you have
direwolf-
to be so large all the time?
I look at him and I just pant. I'm like,
He insists on sniffing.
all right. And as he says that, I'm just, without his
Yeah,
consent, like
you-
nuzzling my nose
Yeah,
into his hand,
Yeah, the
sniffing that
smell
piece of
is-
cloth.
Yeah, you sniff so powerfully the cloth lifts up from Maximus's
Yeah.
hand.
I'll grab it back
And the
down.
origin
to
is immediately certain. It comes from his closet and from somewhere in the woods.
What do you mean?
Well, the smell, so similar smells to the smell you just smelled.
Ah.
I just said smell a lot, but the
That's-
point is, it
that's
seems
a lot
like similar smells originate from the Centurion's closet, room, and then somewhere in the woods. It's a faint smell, but you can smell it.
All right. I sniff snuff outside of the house towards
Right.
the woods. I'm not going to go into
Yeah,
it,
sure.
but I just want my partners to know that it's going into the woods.
Yeah, you sniff snuff right through the back door, and Maximus and Zednius can follow Lars. You can ride around the house on horseback, and you guys notice several other bits of cloth in the wood. Every 100 feet or so, the tiny little torn off bits of blue cloth seem.
Dude,
What?
I don't know how I would know this, or if there's even a way to know this. But do they look like they were torn deliberately?
Some of them look as if they were torn off just by passing through thorny bushes and stuff, but some of them are like resting like across, like draped across a branch, and there's just no way a branch would tear that.
A trail. Interesting.
into the deadwood.
I look into the deadwood and I look at them and I'm like, oh.
Well,
We
I mean, we
I'll
could
like
follow
go
it
forward
Well,
a
we
few
need-
feet and then I look back and then I come
follow
back.
it for a little bit.
not to be the stickler for the rules, but we are supposed to request permission to enter the deadwood. Yes.
No,
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
I go up to
I mean,
Zed
do you
and
remember hearing something
I'm
about
gonna
that?
start
Something about-
bullying him.
Oh.
Mm.
I genuinely have no memory of that.
I vaguely
Do not.
remember
It's
something
part of
about
our three
pissing
notes.
off the deadwood. Yeah.
It's bring peace to Reginova and Transatlia, eliminate any foes of the Empire outside of the Deadwood, and do not venture into the Deadwood itself without express permission from Consul Melitum Marcellius Bologna. There are our three, like, orders, essentially. But I won't tell anyone if you don't. I just want us to know what we're doing.
No memory of that. Therefore, I think you're just making it up.
Giga Chad. Well, as the barking of Renesmee convinced
You know what? Like a mile or so couldn't hurt. Besides, he's a war hero. You know, always good to go. At least recover his body. Nothing else.
I go up to Zed and I start trying to give him my paw. I'm saying please.
Your paw's gonna, like, step on me.
Yeah,
You're
true.
humongous.
You're the size of a
That doesn't
horse.
matter. I'm pawing at him like I want something.
Shall we?
You concede is the
Of course. I just wanted everyone to know that we're,
Okay.
we're being a little mischievous
Okay,
today.
as I
Ooh.
see that they are about to go, I get very excited. My tail wags and my nose hits the ground again, and I keep
All
sniff
right,
snoffing.
You begin to sniff snoff
Who's
through
the
the woods.
who was the religious guy?
The Quaestor?
Yeah, I'll ask him to look after Renesmee's horse for now.
He's out front. If you want to go back to him.
I'm going to get my horse,
Oh,
so
sure. Yeah, you
I would
walk
have
back
to.
around the front. The Quaestor is there alongside some of them. As you approach, he's like trying to get them to wrap up their morning. And
fucking wailing.
yeah, you recover your horse, and when you tell him to watch over Esme's steed, he'll regroup at the party.
Does Het Hagal react to us seemingly going into the Deadwood at all? Okay.
Lars and Zenius, you guys gonna be on horseback as well as you head into the.
Yep.
Are we going quickly?
Yeah, I guess that's a better question. If it's like super dense and we're not trying to rush, then no.
You're in the foliage right now, but the deeper you get, that's gonna go foliage to.
I mean, if we're not going too quickly, I'm just gonna fly. I don't need my horse.
Okay,
It'll just
alright.
drag me down.
So Zenius is leaving his horse. Perfect. So,
I'll also leave mine behind then.
a direwolf, a cavalier, Zenius, and Lars head into the.
And Gore.
And Gore.
And hey,
You all march into the light foliage here, and as you know, it's a bit redundant. You know, Direwolf Renesmee sniffs nothing forward. The bits of cloth make a very clear trail, and they're a bright blue, pretty easy to distinguish. Why the captors would allow someone to leave a trail like this is anyone's guess. As you head into these woods, the paranoia begins almost immediately. That feeling of being watched when you shadow the deadwood is far more now. It makes you shiver. And Zednius, you for a moment think you hear distant laughter. It almost sounds like
Am I familiar with this phenomenon? Because I've been in the woods and I've had to escape from them.
I was gonna say, yeah, this feeling almost immediately brings you to feel rageful, helpless, because these woods just have this feeling, atmosphere that hangs over. It's not a feeling you felt this potently led the woods years ago.
Got it. Well, I look up, I look around, and I'm like, ah, fuck. But, you know, I keep sniffing. I know this shit ain't good.
Nose in the trench. You just keep
Yeah.
moving forward. Do any of you guys talk about this feeling that you're all feeling?
I mean, I visibly like get my guard up. I think.
Yeah, and he's like
tense.
watching you, or is there something else?
Yeah, it's a feeling of being watched and just these occasional like wisps of wind or laughter.
I don't think any of them understand dogs, so.
But Gore definitely has his heckles raised and raising his head perked up looking at the surrounding wood. Okay, you guys proceed deeper.
Or I think I just keep him on, tell him to be on guard, and just whistle to him.
Yeah, keeping your eye out, you can't really identify the source of this atmosphere. Plants here are normal. They can be seen in mundane forests all across the Empire. The only thing to note is that as you get deeper into the woods, the trees go from firs and oak and things like that into wood trees. Black bark as hard as iron. The trees in this section of the woods are young, older than a decade or so. But you've heard that time moves differently in the deadwood. Maybe the trees are far younger. And proceeding deeper, you find the trail around you going tighter. So it's by trail, it's more of just a natural path taken by the animals of the deadwood, which Renesmee has been with you guys along. But the trail begins to get narrower, and soon the horses no longer can walk like sort of casually on the trail. They have to very intentionally keep themselves constrained. And Renesmee, leading the pack, also has this problem. The smell of the woods has this stench halfway between just after, you know, a summer's rain and a musty basement, and it grows more powerful the deeper that you get. And then, Renesmee, leading the group, you see a shape dart into the middle of the small trail before. Short humanoid, no taller than a foot, with deep blue skin and white hair. The eyes are pure black with no pupils, and this little humanoid, tiny sword of immaculate craftsmanship resting at his hip. He looks up at you and speaks in mythos, or I guess since you're a dog, he speaks to you in dog, entirely unaccented. Ah, hello, traveler. You've come to join in on the celebration, have you not?
Can I talk back to him in dog?
Oh, certainly. The rest of you, the party, you guys just hear woofs coming from the front of the column, but
Yeah.
that's how narrow the trail is. You just see the back of Renesmee.
Celebrating what?
Ah, well, I'm sure you've heard of the birthday of the Bear King.
There's a birthday?
Well, it's being held right now. I assume that's why you were here.
Oh, well, no, I'm actually looking for someone that I knew. There's a bunch of these little scraps, and I'm trying to find their scent.
What's going on up there?
You just hear woofs back and forth.
Yeah, well, I'm not turning to Maximus.
Yeah,
I'm deep in interesting
The
conversation.
little humanoid
I'm like-
says, well, I know nothing about these scraps you speak of. All I know is that the Bear King grows, rather angry that his celebration hasn't been held yet. I think he's still waiting for as many guests.
Aww. Well, is he like an actual bear, like a big bear?
Yes, he's the Bear King.
Oh, that's amazing! I didn't know there was a bear king. Well, all hail his highness, and I am so sorry, but I'm not sure that we'll be able to make the party.
I don't think you'd like that. I think it's best if you come.
Oh. Can you tell my friends? Can you speak to them in their language?
He, in a lightning quick move that takes maybe half a second, he hops up onto your back, and the rest of the party, you all see this tiny little, like, 1 foot tall humanoid with deep blue skin on
Or
Renesmee's
pig.
back.
Wait, first, can I ask him, what are you?
All right, well, hello, travelers. He speaks in Mythos now towards the rest of the party. He says, I've spoken with your wolf friend here. The Bear King would like you to come to his celebration.
The Bear King?
Yes. He's always in need of more guests. In fact, I think with your stature and uniqueness, you may even be the main attraction.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Could
Your
be
wolf friend
interesting,
here seems to think
Maximus.
it's a wonderful idea.
I shake my head no.
Yeah, we have business to attend to.
I think the Bear King would take great insult if you were to avoid his feast when you're this close. It's just a clearing over.
I ask him again in dog, what kind of creature are you?
He hops off your back and in front of you and says, Oh, I'm just a herald, a messenger attempting to spread word of the festivities.
Yes, but a herald of what? Are you a little elf? Are you a goblin? Are you a gnome?
I don't know what a gnome is, but no, I'm neither goblin nor elf. I'm simply a herald of the Bear King's festival.
Have you
So
seen
your
a
parents
family
never
pass
told you
through here?
what you were?
He goes back from barking and goes back to speaking Mythos. Families?
Human family, an older man, a wife, children.
Are you all families?
Some of us are.
Oh,
You
well
could
then no, I've
consider
seen
us.
no one like you. Certainly no, wolves
No
and men.
humans, and I point like Maximus. I point at no men like him.
He has a strange thing on his chest. Nope, nothing like that. Anyways, the day is growing short. If you don't intend to come to the Bear King's birthday party, I'm afraid I have to be going.
Well, what kind of food are they serving?
Oh, it's a bit of a menagerie of things, really.
Is he going to eat us?
What? No.
Insight.
I look at him. I insight check him.
Roll me an
No, I'm insight checking.
It has to
We
be
all
her because he's
can.
speaking in dog.
No, he's
Oh,
speaking in
yeah.
Mythos and
Dog
dog.
that
He
time?
speaks both
Oh.
perfectly. Yeah. Let's roll one sec. I'll roll it in private. Yeah, the Quickling, he's not the greatest liar. Now, whether the bear's gonna eat you or not is unclear, but clearly he's intentionally holding back parts of this festival, this birthday.
Small little Harold, if you would like us to come to the Bear King's birthday, I need you to tell me what's going on.
Well, the Bear King is growing old today, and it's time for us to celebrate his age and his
You're
size
not a
and
very good liar.
round. You're not coming, are you?
We could come if you were honest with us.
I am being honest.
Well, you're hiding something.
He sort of runs off your back and onto the front, like onto the head of Mickey. He's now speaking in Mythos, and he's like maybe a foot away from your face, Maximus, and you just saw him move there in the blink of an eye.
Oh.
And now
Oh my
standing on
God.
top of your horse, he sort of looks at you point blank, his blue skin and pupilless eyes staring at you. You're not coming either, are you?
I don't think any of us are coming.
Renesmee, where's the scent leading us? Is it leading us to the clearing he's talking about?
I don't want to be rude and leave him, even though I know that they can't understand me, but I want the little guy to know that I'm not being rude,
Yeah, he's just
okay?
ignoring you, and he says, well, if you don't intend to come to the Bear King celebration, it'll have to be celebrated by us and alone. Tragic enough, really.
I'm so sorry. Well,
So I suppose.
how about this? Would you mind if you passed on our very bestest wishes to the Bear King, and that we will most certainly make sure to put it in our schedules and come to his birthday party next year, and we will bring as many people as we can.
For decorum. Curses upon all of you. He dashes off the road, and you're left somewhat bewildered. This seems like something out of a fairy tale.
A curse.
If you want to make a promise like that too, if or a deep would be.
Well, he already did.
Sounds like a pretty scary thing.
Jesus fucking Christ. I say that in dog, and then I go back to sniffing.
Yeah, dog just goes, woof, woof, woof.
Yeah, like, woof, woof, woof.
Oh.
Alright, sniff, snoff. Let's keep
You
going.
guys discuss what happened? This is so
But it was
beyond
really-
the normal pale of what you've encountered thus far.
It's exciting.
Exciting.
Lars definitely
Okay.
just feels annoyed by it.
Annoyed. All right. Definitely a
Yeah.
variety of emotions. It's certainly most of your adventures down here in the Deadwood have been grounded. You know, human politics, monsters which kill people. You know, the cruelty of men against one another. But this is just a step out of that comfort zone entirely.
I kind of wish that we went to the bear
that
party.
was
That
a
would have
bit
been
odd.
nice.
Well, we could have.
We would have gotten eaten.
Probably.
No.
That seems likely. Yes.
Well, you continue along the trail, Renesmee, and time begins to go strange. As you
Oh,
guys walk,
good.
it's one of those things where you're like, there's no clocks or timers, so you can't tell the exact amount of time passes, but you'd say, you know, maybe 30 minutes, an hour. It grows to like 2 hours, and sky above you hasn't changed. Sun is still smack dab there in the middle of the sky, and yet your internal clock says several hours have passed. And walking through the dense foliage, you've already spotted several bodies in water. Bogs, streams, creeks, and now a pond. Zednius, as your foot floats above the earth of the Deadwood, you stop. You see something floating in the pond. It takes you a few seconds to realize what stands out about this pond. Thing floating in it. You see pale white arms attached to a torso wearing a wet tunic. A body floats in the water, face down. Long hair seems to indicate it's a woman. And though you struggle to even suggest it, the body seems familiar somehow. A distant memory of someone you once knew. And I need everyone in the party to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, not another fucking. What are they called? The screamers.
Hey.
Banshee?
Banshee? I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
this is
no,
a
no,
banshee.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright. Zednius, you look at the body, and that original feeling of familiarity you felt, that maybe this was someone you knew, passes pretty quickly. You're certain this is a body floating in the water, but it's probably not someone that you know. Same for you, Lars. You sort of glance over Zednius' shoulder and see a body floating in the water. Maximus. As you look towards the water, you see a Tabrashan noblewoman floating there. She's a woman that you don't really remember the name of anymore. It was so long ago. You'd met her during an officer's ball in Marsonia. It was the first time that you'd ever fantasized of ending your career, you know, just running off from the legions, joining her, marrying her. It was an idle fantasy at the time, but now you are absolutely certain this woman, looking the same as she did almost 10 years ago, is there, floating in the water, drowning.
Like she's still alive?
Yep.
Just
Still alive, but drowning.
oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, I immediately get off the horse and
Wait, Maximus!
I have to save her.
She's not. No, Maximus!
Wait, have it gotten to me? Did I pass?
I try to grab
Yeah,
him.
everyone passed except for Maximus. So are you guys? Are you
All
gonna
right.
try to physically constrain?
I
I'm trying to-
I run at Maximus and I
I
bite
try to
grab
like
him
put my
back.
hand on his shoulder and like, but he. I mean, like
Okay,
he's way
yeah, let's
bigger
get
than me,
a,
but I try.
Yeah, let's get a direwolf strength check against Maximus's at advantage because direwolf big.
Ooh. 1 second.
As what now?
Just make a strength check.
Oh,
Is mine at advantage?
Yours at advantage. Ethan's is not.
Hey,
Is
very
that-
oh dear.
nice. Strength check. It's 17 plus 3. So
yeah,
what does that
it's
mean?
D20 plus 3. Roll it twice, and we'll take the higher number.
Oh, slash roll d20 plus 3. I'm gonna roll this twice.
based. Based.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! So
That's
you
so
go,
bad.
You leap at Maximus, attempting to push him to the ground, and Maximus, you reach the edge of the water.
Body
You-
slammed a fucking
yeah,
wolf.
You begin to wade up to about your mid knees now in the water. This pond is surprisingly deep. To get any deeper, you'll have to swim, which means you'll have to take off your armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking. Oh, it's gonna take so long.
Yes, it does.
I
What's
must
he trying
save
to
her.
Yeah, you guys watch as Maximus begins to take off his armor. He's not doing it the slow 10-minute way. He's like cutting straps. He's throwing
No,
off his
I wade into the water myself and I grab him and I try and fucking
We'll
bring
see.
him out.
We'll see.
Alright.
Strength saves. Strength
Fuck
saves.
me.
That's a 21. Okay, Maximus. Make a strength check.
Those 3 rolls were tragic as fuck.
Damn.
So she pulls you back from the water's edge. Roll another wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
You remain utterly convinced there's a woman drowning there. In fact, you see her looking up at you. That beautiful almond face,
I
you know, it's
shoot
staring
her
at
with
you.
an eldritch blast.
You shoot the corpse floating in the water with an eldritch blast. All right,
Sounds
make
like
the
a good
attacks.
idea.
Make the attacks, Ennius.
Uh huh.
Lars definitely feels uneasy about this, and he's 100% on
Dude,
guard, not worrying about Maximus.
This bitch is gonna be like a
Alright,
little
we're
fake
rolling into
tongue of
initiative.
some sort of huge.
Roll into
Oh
initiative.
my fucking god!
The female,
It's gonna be like a fish, and that's gonna be its tongue.
as the Eldritch Blast flies from your hand, Zednius, the corpse floating in the water is struck, and it sort of skids backwards, and then you watch as the dead, hollow, almost fish-like eyes of the woman raise and stare at all of you. Maximus, the illusion is broken. The second the corpse moves, this idea that this is the woman you once knew disappears from your mind. This is something else. This is a creature impersonating humanity. And you're even aware that like you were entirely deluded.
I see. Okay.
Okay, Joda.
Yeah, maybe put those straps back on, Max.
Where's my
Yeah, you didn't get a
character?
chance to get his arm, bro. Do you not see it? I see it.
Yeah. It
Oh,
wasn't
I was way
nowhere near
below.
enough time for me to get that shit off.
All right. So we have
Drowned
Oh, I have to roll
maiden.
initiative. Sorry.
Yeah, drowned maiden. Oh, this is gonna be a
So
fun
do
one,
you
trust
have
me.
any armor left on Maximus?
He didn't even
Yes,
get a
I
chance
have
to
it
get
all.
off, Yeah.
I have it
Okay.
all on. Yes.
Renesmee almost
Although-
instantly pulled him back from a wall.
Although
Yeah.
I have a feeling that something equally awful is about to befall me.
All right, as the two Eldritch
Wait, he
Blasts-
wasn't in there.
Yes, he was. He
Oh.
got up to his
He went
where?
into the water. You said you waded into the water too.
Yeah.
To be
But
fair.
I thought I bit him back.
Not yet. So Zednius,
Be
your
back.
two Eldritch Blasts strike the creature. We'll call it creature for now. And Renesmee, you are the first to react as you watch as the woman raises up her upper torso and her hair begins to animate like individual strands.
God.
Oh, Renesmee, what are you doing?
I would like to grab Maximus out of the water and bring him back.
Sure, you can drag him 5 feet. I don't think he's resisting anymore.
Yeah, I am not.
right.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. This
You-
thing's scary as fuck.
Can I drag him more than 5 feet?
I believe a shove is only 5 feet, so probably not.
Even that's a direwolf?
Well, dragging is more than a shove, right?
I guess
If
actually,
she's
yeah,
still
we'll say
grappled.
half your movement then, so you can go. You bring him to the edge.
Drag
of
me
the
as
clearing
close
if
to
you
Yeah,
want.
Mickey
that'd
as
be nice.
possible. Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
yeah, you can drag him to the edge of the clearing. Now it is the drowned maiden's turn. She floats across the water, and then she's going to make 3 attacks. No, 2 attacks. One giant hair tendril flies out towards Maximus. 11 misses. All right, a second one flies towards Zednius on the edge of the woods, and the final one flies towards Gore. All of which miss. Holy! You guys are lucky. These great tendrils of hair go
+6.
flying outward.
Holy shit.
You said 2, and then you added on another one at the end.
Wait, no, I said 3. Did I have a stroke? I thought I said
You
3.
said
corrected
3, and then you
yourself
corrected yourself to 2.
Oh, I was wrong.
And then
then
you
you
did
did
3. LMAO.
And then you did 3
Lucky
anyway.
DM, dude.
No, I can just put the multi-attack and jab. Okay, it's 3 attacks. All right. Yeah. The 3...
So if I say I'm going to make 2 attacks and then I put 3 into chat, even if I don't have 3 to make.
So, anyways, the 3 attacks miss, and the tendrils come short of their objectives. There is no change in the expression on the maiden's face, though. It doesn't grow angry. It doesn't grow sad. There is just nothing. Dead, hollow eyes. Bad news.
Oh, we could get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my
2
vote is
blasts.
we just leave.
Right, 200 blasts.
One as with advantage. No, because Hegal couldn't have helped me yet.
I think you guys take your turns on the same turn.
Hit.
And then 10 feet back.
Okay. You skitter backwards, the force concussing into her right shoulder, and you watch as the bones there break, and the whole arm piece unsockets.
If I go back to here, can I see? Still?
The dense foliage is going to pretty quickly obscure your vision.
However,
Yeah, you can be probably like 10 feet from the edge.
that's okay.
Lars, is that health accurate?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I got fucked up in the last one.
Alright. Okay.
I'm going to.
Yeah, sorry, I was imitating the music.
Oh, I haven't.
I'm assuming she doesn't do bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, so.
I don't know, man. That seems like tendrils of hair shooting at you.
I'm going to assume it's some sort of magical damage, but.
Oh, that's a good
Regardless.
point. Yes, because
Um,
non-magical. Yeah, it's a good point.
I'll brace up for
Alright,
me
you
and
brace
Gore.
your fists against this horrible creature. Maximus.
I guess we're fighting it.
I also wanted to back up to like here.
I get to
Yep.
Uh,
You mount up on the Mickey.
Let's see. I have a third of my movement left, which means I actually have 20 feet of movement left. Oh, well, I can only get that far anyhow. Okay, yeah, we'll go that far.
All right,
Yeah.
Renesmee, do you intend to just leave this drowning maiden to her puddle, or are you gonna try to end it?
I don't want to fuck with the drowning maiden. I'm a dog. I want to get the fuck out of
This
here.
is real.
Yeah, like if she comes close to the water, I can throw her around like a chew toy. But other than that, she's in there. So I'm gonna go right here beside Zenius so that I can protect him because he's a small boy.
All right. This
Get in
time,
front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't cast any spells, so
Yeah,
I'm
Maiden
just chilling.
floats to the edge of the water, and this time all three tendrils go flying towards Maximus.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, one of them hits.
One of the as the tendril hits you, it not only deals 50 bludgeoning.
Oh my god, holy shit, dude!
You are now grappled by the hair.
Oh, it is bludgeoning. Okay.
So there is now a long tendril of this black, wet hair connecting to the drowned maiden. All right, Zenius.
Third of my health right there.
So the first one will be at advantage because Hagal could have helped me.
Sure.
And then I will Eldritch.
Hit.
I don't know if you want to push it away. If you want me, Ness, I'd be able to attack.
I don't know if the hair extends.
It does.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pushing.
All right. She, as you
It,
attempt to push her out of the water,
Stab him.
it simply does not work. You watch as the body sort of hits the edge of the pond and then rebounds back to its original position.
Mmm.
All right. That was Ednius Lars.
Well,
And
I
then
can't do anything
Hextech
now,
again.
so
All right. So you just remain in the woods watching this bizarre circumstance.
let me move up a little bit. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Maximus.
Oh, I wanted to dig deep, actually,
Oh, okay.
in case.
Okay.
Curious.
I have a plan, right? I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I think it should, because I know these tendrils won't have unlimited range.
True.
And that combined with my saddle, I cannot be dismounted against my will if I am conscious.
Okay.
So I'm just going to have Mickey run straight into the woods.
Yeah, you're the one that's grappled, not Mickey. As your horse rides
I
away,
can't-
you normally get pulled off, but you can't because of the magical saddle.
But I can't be.
Okay,
Yes.
so you guys watch as Maximus goes the opposite direction of the
Does it
pond.
infinitely extend?
Yeah, the saddle begins to literally glow with magical energy as he's basically like tugging against it with his full body weight. And then the hair snaps at about 20 feet away, and Maximus escapes the clutches of this bizarre maiden.
Oh.
I'm a genius. I think we should just leave.
Well, if its range is 20 feet, I don't know.
Yeah, true. What are you doing, Maximus? Are you
Yeah,
leaving?
sorry, that's I guess I'll take a couple bow shots at it.
Sure. Actually, no. Yeah, you need to be closer. The dense foliage is it's gonna give cover to.
Yeah. He says you have to be within 10 feet of the edge.
Oh, yeah, yeah, fuck that. I'm just gonna wait here.
All right, Renesmee, what are you doing? Right. And finally, in the drowned
Sorry,
maiden's turn,
I said
she,
get the fuck out.
yeah, she floats towards the middle of the pond, then disappears beneath.
Yeah, I think.
Little gremlin of a pond.
I think we should go.
Little gremlin of the pond describes the
Well,
entire dead
hold
body.
on. How deep does this look?
Well, it's covered in muck. However, Maximus took about 5 feet in, and he was instantly up to his knees.
Yeah, that was scary and somewhat traumatic. I personally think we should just go.
Yeah, that's fine. I dropped my orb right
wanna-
here. And no, I guess I
You
don't.
drop your orb in the middle of the pond.
Yeah.
All right, it sucks up water for its duration.
Okay.
Does the pond
I only used a level
Not
1.
even remotely close. The orb can only suck up so much water every turn. And
Does Hagal look refreshed?
well, you can't see Hagal.
Does
I'm just wondering if he's more hydrated than you.
He's dripping.
Certainly not.
Oh, he's got a
No,
wet.
no,
oh, sorry.
no, I can't. Hagal's never
His
dripping.
his Hagussi is
No,
dripping.
okay, that's definitely not canon.
Does he have ice on his neck?
Okay. Anyways, so you guys continue down the trail of sniff snoffing. Continue
God,
to
I'm so
find
funny.
these blue pieces of fabric, though they do get increasingly small the further you trail as it.
I imagine he's running out of clothing. Yes.
And as you guys move, Renesmee, you hear the leaves rustle and crack, and instinctually you raise your heckles. Everyone else looks towards the same area of the woods, raising their weapons, and you prepare for one of another horrible beasts from the woods. Then a man stumbles on your path. Wears traveler's clothes. Doesn't look like any warrior you've ever seen. Backpack is bulging at the seams and has its exterior covered in all sorts of small tools: shovel, a trowel, and a brush. The man holds a lantern in his hand and looks at you all with a rather flat expression, even though he's face to face with the direwolf.
Hello.
Hello?
I'd say in dog.
This guy doesn't match the description, right?
Not even close.
Okay.
He doesn't really look at the dog. He more Maximus. He
I
says,
said hello.
Hello.
"Hi,
Who are you?
Professor Yadoran Ventrell. Who are you?"
Judge
What kind
Max
of professor
Titus.
is he?
What do you mean? Are you asking him that?
Yeah. What kind of professor? What do you know about?
I'm a professor of archaeology.
Why are you in the Deadwood? Alone.
Well, it's a bit of a funny story. Me and 3 other adventurers are going to Avia. Heard that well, I suppose probably by you, considering you. We
Wait, when did we say that?
friend here said it,
Oh.
Maximus. Then we began to look around the ruins of Avia. Logical. Just live there. Adventurers-
Not cleared out.
Yes, as I
Not
covered. Member
yes.
of my band saw something, chased after it. The others followed. I got lost. Haven't seen it.
Oh dear.
Deadwood connected to Batavia is very far away from here, right? That we were at.
That far. I mean,
It's
like 30
reasonable
miles
that
away.
okay.
I think
Okay,
it's like
that's
it's a
reasonable
decent
then.
chunk though.
He could have wandered over here.
Yeah, it's about 50 miles away.
What?
Do I
Never mind. That's not
smell-
a. That's. How long have you been wandering?
Only a couple of days.
Do I smell fear
What
on
date
him?
was that? What
Fear?
date did
No,
you
not
come
even
in?
any. Not even.
No fear.
No. Fear.
What date was it that you entered?
The date was planned. October 25th.
Does that line up? I don't know what
3
day it
days
is.
ago.
Okay.
I would like to sniff him for blood and
Probably
any
ask him
other
what year
weird
if we tried
stuff
that.
on him.
Well, he knows that we cleared out Batavia, or
You
at least
get
he heard
the
that.
wolf
So I
gets
think
close
that
to the professor and begins to sniff snoff him. He doesn't look uncomfortable. In fact, he doesn't look to feel anything. And you begin to sniff him. He doesn't smell of blood. He smells more of like smells musty and like BO. Musty and BO.
Oh, I curl,
Okay.
I curl
Sounds
my
like an
lips at that. I'm like, ugh. I make a little dog face, and I start. You know when dogs smell something bad and they
Yeah,
start trying to like
100%.
sniff it out and like sneeze it out. I start doing that at the ground. I hope he takes insult.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks and
how
says,
was he supposed to watch?
"Oh, that is a rather strange dog.
Woof.
Perhaps I could tag along with you all." Doing?
I start sniffing at his backpack. I want to know what's in it. I'm trying to sniff. Can I tell
How
with my
many
nose?
rations do you have? Are you able to sustain yourself?
I have none. And Renesmee, as you sniff snuff the bag, other the exterior, it seems to be empty.
But I thought that you said that the bag was bursting at the
It is.
seams.
It's bulging at the seams, and as you look inside, there's nothing that is causing that bolt. Hell, it seems. Maybe not an optical illusion, but it's been sort of pushed out from the exterior to look like. But you're basically in his backpack right now. Your like nose is halfway into his
Yeah, my
backpack.
snout is in his backpack.
No. Your fucking face is pressed up against his back, so he'll take a few
Oh,
steps
got
away
it.
and look back and say, perhaps you should control your pet.
Woof.
All of you.
So I assume you're just trying to leave,
Of
yes?
course. I'm not exactly sure where I am.
We're not really out of character. We're not sure where we are either, right? We have no idea.
All we know is the direction we came from, pretty much, and we're hoping that will lead us out afterwards.
Yes, we have the trail of breadcrumbs.
We're just following. Well, but it's not leading us here, is it? Or can we tell this guy to
This is
just
along
follow?
your trail.
But is it marked? We haven't left a marking of how we're getting here.
No, there's just the blue cloth strips left. The original person who delved in.
Oh, well, if there are the blue cloths, then I'll tell him simply follow these that direction, and it should lead you out.
I'd rather not. Rather just stick with you. All seem competent.
Well, danger seems to find us wherever we go. It's probably much more dangerous to stay with us than go out of the forest. It's only a few hours, and we have no idea how much longer we'll be in here.
A few hours through these woods seems like a lifetime. Probably.
Well, you've been with several days, but
I sniff him again,
He
just for
wants
good
to travel
measure.
with us, let him be.
if he's begging to travel with us, he's so incompetent that he can't just leave the woods, then I suppose...
Or he's not
He knows
who he
the
says
risk.
he is, and he's trying to
That's
get us
true.
to let down
I
our
mean,
guard.
that's true.
Okay, I don't know if this is a thing, alright, but dogs always know if someone's good or not. I don't know how they know, but can I just get... This doesn't have to be accurate, okay, Heartgone, but,
Yeah.
like, just give me a rough dog sense here. Do I trust him to, like,
sense here.
to, like,
Well,
pet
he
me?
has no treats on him or any food, so he seems like a pretty bad dude.
That's not how they do it, and
I
you
don't
know
believe
it.
in this mythical dog sense that you're talking about.
Literally, if you're a bad person and you go
Early.
into a house with a dog, the dogs are not
Animals
gonna like
loved
you.
Hitler, didn't they?
True,
Doesn't
true.
I don't know
Doesn't
if that's
doesn't that
true.
come from the dog's mental stats, though, which you don't have?
Also true.
You have
You're just
you have
Renesmee's mental.
Renesmee's.
Yeah, true.
You don't have the dog instinct.
You have the
just
dog nose.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
which
as
doesn't-
far as you can tell,
doesn't let
this
you
is
do
just a
anything.
very musty BO smelling with a faint bit of like rot,
But
that's to
human.
be expected considering a person has been in the woods for 3 days, you know, probably in the same boots and the same.
But it's like human scent too, so it's not like he's a.
Yeah, it's human.
One of the-
I mean,
one of those
it's mostly
things
overpowered by the
disguised.
mustiness and BO, but yeah, it is human BO.
Okay. I look at my teammates, and then I look at him and I sniff again, and then I look at them and I
think
whine
at
a
this point,
tiny
he just, like,
bit.
puts his arms up and says, "Your pet is inexorable."
Just let her do her thing.
Rather not. Rather terrifying.
Well, then you can follow these trails on the way out.
Excuse our druid. She's a bit
Ah.
nosy.
Hello, druid. Proceed.
She seems to not like you for some reason.
So, where are we?
Yes, it is. Further in.
Further.
Yes, we're
Yes, we have
following.
business to attend to in the
trail.
forest.
All right then.
Shall we?
I don't trust this fella as far as I can throw him.
Ah, yes, a human, which is kind of far, considering you're a dire wolf.
I can throw very well.
So
from my
you do
mouth,
trust
little
him.
shoulder.
You do
Fuck
trust him.
yeah.
Interesting.
All right, we keep going deeper into the woods.
All right. You
Pizza's
guys
here.
need to travel deeper.
But I would like it to be noted for roleplay purposes that anytime this guy gets too close to me as I'm sniffing, I turn around and I look at him sharply and I grr at him.
I
Go,
would like to
"Arr,"
note
from the
for
back
roleplay
fuck
purposes,
up.
he will stay nowhere near the giant wolf.
Good. That's how I
he's
like
You
it.
said we've
Here,
been
though.
traveling for hours, right? How long does Renesmee's wolf form last?
It only lasts for 1 hour.
2 hours, actually.
2 hours, yeah. But you feel like you've been traveling far longer.
But we haven't if she's still
Yeah,
transformed.
that's good to have one objective measurement to rely upon you. Yeah, Yadarin begins to fall in with your group. Oh, God, Ethan. Bro.
Sorry, I forgot to mute myself before doing that.
All right.
Normally I do.
And Yadarin stays near the middle of the pack. He seems very interested in guys' everything, I suppose. He doesn't ask questions, but he's constantly like hovering over you, like looking at Lars's kit, looking at Gore, who Gore does not like Yadarin either, seems to be following Renesmee, general trend of animals disliking. And he just sort of flutters about the party looking at your various mannerisms.
Does Mickey get nervous when he approaches?
Not especially. Not as much as Gore or.
Oh, I see. Yeah, if I see him looking at any of my stuff, I'll
Certainly.
start talking to him.
Yeah, he'll probably be staring at your armor and your helmet and just the way that you like sort of scan the woods around you.
You seem to be quite fascinated with everything.
I would say so. Kind of learning after all. Just to gain as much knowledge as I can.
You can just ask, you know.
Why would I do that?
I suppose. All right then.
Goes back to 0.
Oh, God, intellectuals, they're so weird.
And you guys begin to proceed deeper into the Deadwood. This sort of time lengthening effect, you experience it again as time passes, and it begins to feel like an exceedingly long time. Like your stomachs and your body tells you it's been at least 8 hours, but the fact that Renesmee still hasn't transformed tells you it can't be that long. It's just not possible. And the sun is still high in the sky. And as you continue to walk, the scraps of blue fabric suddenly end.
I sniff.
You can still sniff snuff. Still leads you deeper.
Okay.
And
I
you
will
guys
keep
continue
sniffing.
along the trail. At this point,
Do you still smell it
indeed
after
she
the
does.
trail?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys continue forward.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start marking the path from here on out in some way. Let's see what I have on me.
You pull out some little bits of my fur.
Let's see here.
Jesus Christ, that sounds so painful.
Oh, it wasn't pulling
Does it
out
stay when you
spares.
transform back?
Yeah, it does. Actually, I guess it wouldn't because her HP resets, so probably.
Wait, I thought we had this conversation and you said yes that it would.
Oh yeah, we were gonna sell your body parts.
Yeah,
no,
we were
no,
talking
that's
about
fine. I thought he was
theoretical stuff.
asking if the lost fur would remain, like with hair on Esme if you tore off hair.
No, I wouldn't lose real hair.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, so you guys continue forward, and Renesmee, you are the first one to enter into, not really a clearing, more so just sparse wood, and then you spot a stone structure. In the span of maybe 30 feet from the edge of the woods into this sparse clearing of trees, it instantly goes to nighttime. And your eyes take a few seconds to adjust to the dark, and looking behind you, the rest of the group follows into this clearing. And the only way I can describe it is there is a very distinct line where it goes from day to nighttime. It's basically the edge of this lightly wooded clearing. And in the distance, you can see a stone obelisk, some braziers with light, and you still have to get a bit closer. But do you act at all, or do you talk about this bizarre transition?
I look back at them. That's all I can do.
Well, that's odd.
That's odd. Anyways.
Alright, well, I keep sniffing.
Alright. You guys proceed into this light wooded clearing.
Also,
that's
after
great.
seeing the guy eye us with all our equipment and stuff, I think Lars is more on guard, and he feels like he's going to do anything weird. He's just going to try to attack him and punch him.
Okay, alright, I'll keep ours is at ready to. Alright.
How old does this guy look?
Maybe mid-40s. Not like ancient.
Oh, okay.
So,
You can take a punch.
you guys enter
Okay.
into this light clearing, and you begin to get a sort of idea that
Not
this
one
is
of your
a-
punches, man.
This is definitely some sort of temple, probably. Central obelisk has an inscription on it, though it's see exactly what it is. There's a bunch of these like ruined exterior buildings and attached to the temple. And it just looks like some structure once built, that has now been entirely overwhelmed by the growing power of the devil.
I was gonna eat it.
Oh, I'll leave you my first.
Okay.
So, you're all on the bottom right.
Sorry.
There too.
Well,
Esme, where's the smell coming from?
I sniff.
It suffuses the whole area.
Oh, it's everywhere?
Yeah.
I'll sniff one area, I'll look at them, and I'll nod my head. I'll sniff another area, I'll look at them, I'll nod my head, and then I'll do a circle, and I'll nod my head.
Yeah, Well, that's not helpful.
I will exasperatingly do large circles, sniffing, and nod my head.
Alright, you ride forward, Maximus, and as you dismount this small shack, the floor of this is a fine, sort of carved red stone. You notice that this is a door. This little exterior wood. This room, however, has a strange web-like substance covering most of the interior. It seems to have once been a small, just storage attached to this larger temple.
Like are these webs and such
Indeed.
over here?
Yeah, they are.
Huh.
Yeah. Funny how that.
Did I hear any stories, soldiers from the Galentine War, about giant spiders or
No,
anything like
certainly
that?
not.
No, okay.
They only fought undead and blights. They never went deep enough into the woods to encounter this wacky shit you've been encountering.
It'd be pretty weird for giant spiders to come out of the forest, kidnap people, and take them back. But hey, I mean, maybe.
Very weird. Oh.
Professor?
He sort of walks over. Yes.
Can small spiders make webs of this size?
No, certainly not. Most likely there's some colossal beast to go. Or it's seeking. Speak.
Let's maybe look up at the trees.
Yeah, the trees are sparse here, and you see no giant web covering the whole clearing or anything.
Okay, that's good.
Well, I'm satisfied with what probably happened to him.
Sir begins to walk.
Renesmee also walks over.
Yeah, he just begins to inspect the exterior of the obelisk. Coming closer, Renesmee, you're able to make it out. Stone obelisk rises from the earth. It's made of hard granite and surrounded by a courtyard of cobblestone. The pillar has an inscription carved into its surface in the year 102 of the Empire. I hereby declare this to be hallowed ground of the Church of the Almighty. The servants enjoy prosperity within the bounds of this temple. Fight back the scourge of the. By my words, the legions shall guard this place and keep it safe until our enemies are defeated. We shall smite and deliver righteous vengeance themselves.
How many years ago was that?
About 3. This whole area and the entire area you've walked through at this point was all colonized by the Deadwood.
That's not good. I'd like to walk
What's
over
up?
here as well.
What's in this one?
Yeah, you can eke open the door, find more of that blood red stone, white stone with idea that that's not blood red stone. It'd just be caked blood here on top of them.
Oh.
And there are
Good.
crates and store things. There's things for painting. There's over benches. Seems to be a storage room.
Does Gore seem to be reacting in any weird way? Beyond
He's
just
been
being on
weird since you
guard?
guys entered the woods, so yes. He has his heckles raised like he has the entire time.
I have had Hagal go into that building.
Hetegal does not leave you.
Is he spooked? Is he scared?
I mean, it's hard to tell. He's not saying anything.
You can ask him.
Are you afraid to go in there?
Different. Evil.
I'll read the obelisk.
Yeah, written by the famous Galenus, for which the Galentine Wars are named.
I'm gonna sniff at this door. And these fires are lit.
They are lit. Sniffing at that door, you hear croaking movement, almost like, you know, when you walk in a house and you know, towards the house creak and
Oh,
you
yeah.
go through the rest of the house. You get that sound from inside, as if things are moving.
I sniff it. What do I smell?
Rot, decay, fresh build blood.
Renesmee.
I put my ear to the door, alright?
Don't go in there.
I have very good hearing as a dire
Unfortunately, you're
wolf.
not able to hear what's inside as Maximus, basically shouts in your direction.
Alright, I keep hearing.
Yeah, you hear the creaking wood. It seems to almost...
Okay, I walk a little,
We
I
should
back
go.
up. I
This
back
place
up
is
and
unholy.
back up.
Professor sort of walks around and says,
there any cave-ins in the roof?
not on this side, but you can see near the far side of the church, there's several sections that have collapsed and sort of fallen apart. And the professor says, well, just to return outside,
I think we should go now.
Is this where our scent took us?
Yep.
Yeah, which means they're probably dead.
I want to get an aerial view and
Okay.
see what parts caved in.
So the professor remains inspecting the obelisk.
can I-
as Zed flies
Can I
up in-
see his intent?
I mean, I guess once he's already
Like-
20 feet
like-
in the air.
Zednius, don't.
Too late. I'm too
We
curious.
shouldn't.
Surely there will be no some magical protection allowing you to go over the deadwood, right?
Well, I
so
just
where-
think it'll see him when he does that.
Yeah, where are you flying to? Because the areas of collapsed wall are sort of on the edge of the building.
Yeah, I was just flying around
Okay,
the
I
outside,
see.
sort of like 10 feet up.
You can see into here, and there is a large wooden doorway. This seems to be a rectory, which is where like relics of the church are stored, and there's a large wooden mission.
Zednius,
Okay.
let's go.
Hold on, this is why we're here.
God
Fly
damn
around
it!
to
I
the
think
next
we
side
can
and
figure
you
out what
see-
happened to him.
You see another saintly rectory. Well, as you're flying past this from a bit of a steeper angle, you're able to get a glimpse of this church. And I'm going to reveal it, and there's...
Oh.
In the center of the church is a
No.
horrible amalgam of flesh. The lower body of the creature is shrouded in leaves of orange, red, and yellow. Season of fall. The upper torso is practically skeletal, just made of wood. Blood is present across much of or in the fingers. The face looks less like the face of a sentient creature, like a mask of wood. The burning center of its eye sockets reveal horrible scent. It is two motes of orange light that have no irises. Hatred. The creature is not looking at you. It busied itself with one of the corpses hanging from the branches. Atop
Is it eating
glued, how glued in are they?
Get there. Hanging from the two wooden horns of the are various charms and small tokens, most likely taken from the sight doesn't quite capture them. And an aura of horror drips up from it. So alien and malevolent. And then you see then a small part of your brain realizes this is a creature you recognize. Horror stories of them have spread throughout the southern frontier, all the way into the depths of the Empire since Deadwood was first encountered. They are things which slaughter entire villages and make blights from corpses. They are dryad matrons, mothers of the species, the progenitor of the blight which plagues Mithdosica. There is also 4 people impaled on branches. 3 of them seem to be young, fit men between the ages of 17 and maybe 30, and one of them is a middle-aged woman. All have been impaled on branches, their bodies and their have been just drained of blood. They're pale, and the blood seems to have dripped onto the floor. This large fleshy thing in the center of the church.
So give
Good.
me an idea of how do I think that my orb would suck them off the tree and into it?
Ends the game. Their bodies are impaled at about you know how branches get thicker the closer they get to the trunk?
Mm-hmm.
They've been impaled basically 3/4 of the way down the trunk, so it's the entire center of their torso that's through. Some immense force must have placed them there.
Do they seem alive?
And it's this
The
thing.
corpses do not seem alive.
Then we do not care.
Renesmee might.
No, fuck that. I think we're gonna kill
As you were
this
flying
thing.
away, Zednius, you did notice this matron slowly hoovering across
Yeah,
the floor.
that's
of the
why I
church in your
moved
direction,
away.
Yeah, and then
That's why.
you break line of sight with the church. But that feeling of something just alien and bizarre staring at you sort of hangs over you. It unnerved you, not magically, just very fucking freaky.
Well, they're all dead.
Well, you only saw
Family
4
was in
corpses.
there. Well, isn't it a 4-corpse family?
No, it's
There were some
No,
children
I-
as well. 3 children.
Oh, I saw 2 children and a mother and a father. So one of them may still be alive.
What was in there?
There were. Oh, wait. There was a young boy, a
Several
young girl, 3 older sons, a wife, and a father. That seems like we've seen the 3 older sons, the wife, and the father. We don't
There
know
were
where
only
the 2
4
kids
bodies
are.
in there.
Yeah.
How did we see
what did-
3
what-
plus mother and father plus?
What did it?
It was I described what Harkin said.
How would you describe that?
The large tree beast from that we
What,
heard
Ned?
tales of. Very unnatural, several blights. Very unnatural being.
Ent?
Not quite an ent. But close.
Have I heard the same stories that he has?
I mean, you've heard of. I think, yeah, you've certainly heard of Dryad Matron.
And what of their combat capabilities?
They are horrifying monsters. The thing is, though, they're not particularly nasty on their own. The reason they're so feared and reviled is because they are essentially, you could even consider them the mothers of necromancy. Through vile magic, since for millennia they've been able to raise corpses into plates.
Did you see many blights?
Zednius has once again floated away.
Zednius.
Holy.
Is this a wall?
That is.
Okay, then I'm back. There were a few, definitely a few in there, and maybe one other creature that wasn't a blight that was a bit larger. I couldn't get a good look at it, though. If we took this out, it would be a major blow to the Deadwood forces.
Professor says, also be a good opportunity to examine the creatures of the strange wood.
And get
What-
closure.
I don't think
For
it's
the
a good
missing
idea. I think we can figure out what happened to them well enough.
So we just let them be raised into more armies of the undead, of the blights, of the Deadwood?
Oh, Renez,
Or we strike them here?
I don't think we can kill it.
Why not?
You've heard the same stories I have, I imagine.
Yes, and the thing that makes them deadly is their command of the blights. We fought many blights. Take them
And
out quickly.
It has command of the blights. It has the thing that makes it scary.
Well, I'm not afraid of blights. I don't know why you would be. We've killed hundreds by now.
I'm not afraid of blights. I'm afraid of blights and this thing. I'm not very afraid of skeletons. I'm pretty afraid of skeletons when they're skeletons and a necromancer.
Hedhagal rolls off your shoulders.
I'm looking through his eyes just to peek in where he's
He
going.
do be rolling. He seems to have worked up his courage. You
He's
see-
gone in.
Yeah. So, are you just like ignoring your conversation with Maximus and looking through?
Yeah,
I think we should
Maximus
go.
is trying to tell me stuff, and I'm
Yeah,
more
Maximus, you
curious
watch as
about
Zenius'
this.
eyes roll back in the middle of talking. Yeah, you watch as Hedhagal rolls through the main church. He sees the same things, except a lot more blood and some other on the upper trees you didn't see before. Most of the blights here seem to be almost in a sedentary state. The Dryad Matron didn't awaken. And you see him sort
And
of
it's asleep.
around, at least somewhat dormant. And you watch as Hedhagal rolls another one of the rectory chambers, and then he stops. Inside the rectory chamber is 3 living people: a young girl, young boy, a grizzly, 60, 70. And Hedhagal seems surprised. You feel the emotion of surprise ripple Hedhagal and rapidly out of the church.
Well, no, go back in.
He talks to you telepathically.
Waking.
Okay. It is. The thing is, there's the 3 children are still alive.
How do you know?
Hagal went in while we were talking. I saw more.
All right.
Oh,
Well, all right.
gotta
We
go
can't leave
save
them
So we're
here.
going to save them, of course.
We can't
Of course.
leave. Can't leave them here. Did you see the See the Centurion?
I believe he was one of the dead bodies, but I'm not sure.
He'd be a quite old man.
Well, we'll find out once we get in. I wasn't 100% sure.
He'd be the only old man.
Right.
Did you see
But I didn't get a
multiple
good
old
glimpse
men?
at all of the people.
Well, we'll find out when we go in.
Exactly.
What difference does it make now?
The Dryads seem to have been waking up as Hegal left quickly.
All right.
So I don't know if we want to, what preparations we want to make. There are several entrances.
Lars, where you
Professor,
selfie?
At any time during the discussion, has the professor really been acting strange at all, or no?
No, he's just been looking around, observing people.
He seems like he wants us to fight just so he can get the inspection.
Professor, if you can fight, now's the time.
You've got no tricks.
Then you might want to get back.
All right then. And this back.
Why is it always the most dull that survives?
Large is gonna order Gore to stay back and guard him, make sure he doesn't run away or do anything.
Lars, you want to start the party off?
I'm going over here.
Where are we going into? I've never seen the inside of this place, so I don't know what even is going to be in there when we...
I described that there's like the effigy through here thing, the ritual. There was a blight here.
Didn't we try and get it out?
Things.
Get what out?
The sleeping Dryad was moving around.
Didn't we try and lure it out?
Maybe,
or should we just
but...
do a frontal assault as quickly as we can?
We should
kill it
try
as
and
quickly.
we should try and lure it out.
Oh,
Exist? I assume it'll come out and attack us.
Already been.
Make it aware of our existence.
Well, if it doesn't come out, because it has home field advantage, then we're stuck fighting, trying to go into a more protected area then, because we know that we're alive and nearby.
I think it's gonna know that we're here either way.
Once we go inside, though, we have the element of surprise.
we want to start off closer to it.
How about...
I don't fight very well contained, so obviously I have a preference for fighting it out here.
Well, let me get a good visual, and I'll drop a hypnotic pattern, and maybe that'll give you guys the opening you need.
Is it even affected by something like that?
I've
find out.
affected the blights with it before, yes.
Alright.
So, where are we all positioned? Agnes is flying over the church to its back. Renesmee, Lars, and Maximus.
I assume because of the placers of the torches, is this just like a front door?
Yeah, there's
Or...
3 doors on the front.
Oh, okay.
Right here's good.
Okay.
Is this like an entrance over here?
That is
Yes.
a crump.
Careful when you get near, because...
Yeah, I'll be very careful when I get near.
Yeah, I mean, you can see into this small little rectory space that stores a gold idol of Lily and Soul. All Might.
Is Hegal with you, or did you put him on one of
I
us?
put
It's a
him over
statue?
there so that you
Statue.
guys know when I drop the spell, because I'm on the
Oh.
other side of the building.
Alright, so you guys are all positioned. Professor and Gore stay further back.
I want to get visual. Can I get good visual through this entrance?
That entrance. Let's see. Probably even. That's what you see.
That's a
I want
beefy dude.
I
What
want to
the fuck
move.
is
I want to.
that?
I want to keep moving until I get visual on the Mother Dryad thing.
He's gonna be they're just gonna be standing right there staring at him.
It's right there.
It's sitting.
Is there anything that is that a wall
Well,
that's
there's-
up? Okay. I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna fly back over here and like take one step
Whoa,
in.
what do you mean by
No, I'm not. Huh?
Okay, no, you just moved into the church. What are you doing?
You haven't looked through this one yet.
I know. I'm afraid to look through that one. Are any of these windows that I could look in?
All the windows are broken, tarnished, covered in things like ants, dirt.
Okay. How do reactions work? Can I walk in and cast the spell at the same time?
No, the second they see you, they'll if they're
Okay.
hostile.
Let me get this angle in here.
I would like you,
All of us?
all of you.
It was just sitting there, wasn't it?
It was.
Fucking bitch, dude.
All right, let's roll into initiative as you see the Dryad Matron. She can't perfectly fit in there, but it's good enough.
You didn't open up the initiation window, so
You know, that was my bad.
Oh, I got a
Add yours
20.
manually.
Oh, it's okay. I can
Yeah,
reroll.
I actually
No,
got
you're
a
actually
20.
fine. Yours actually went.
Fuck.
All right, let's roll in for the Dryad Matron and all of her many beautiful children.
No, you can't just play Eastern music because there was no Eastern culture about
This isn't Eastern.
Based.
Korean.
Oh, that's good.
What? You saying Korean's not Eastern?
I'm saying Korean's Korean. Bag generalization. I love them.
Sorry, Asian. There you go. You happy?
Whoa.
You said there's no
I don't-
Asian
I don't
culture in
see- I
Valorant.
don't see.
You like the
Joke's on you, Middle East is in Asia, therefore there are Asian cultures in Valoros. Got 'em!
True.
Oh no, not a spewer.
Not a spewer, no. Oh, I need to go modify
Fucking
the
got
Blaze,
'em.
initiative because you guys are already per
Oh
layer.
god, so he gets a +5 to Dex.
Alright, Lars. Somehow
Yeah.
you're going to act first, as you probably hear the Dryad Matron. Oh yeah, as the Dryad Matron makes eye contact with you, Zednius, you watch as this sort of still wooden mask mouth opens. You see a fleshy interior and a horrible ear-splitting scream exits.
Mm.
That's gonna be a wisdom save for Zednius, and then Lars, you can.
Okay. I'm just gonna kick in the door.
Giga Chad. This rotting, warped wood just splinters inward, and I'm just gonna reveal the whole main area.
Are those blights smaller than the ones we fought in the past?
No, I just fixed the token. They're
They
supposed
do
to be
look very small.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used to be
What are
the
these
top
ones?
left, but they're always supposed to be. They're just lights, man.
These
You
are
can't
not-
see them from your position, so I don't want to elaborate too much on them. Alright, you fail that whiz save.
I am
and you're
gonna-
afraid for the next round. And you can't move closer to the Dryad and your eye contact.
Really glad I did all that planning, son of a fuck.
Move into here. You won't be
Okay.
punching.
Alright. You punch the twig blight, and it feels like home again as you, just roll damage, but you're like guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you splinter it
This
into a
one's
million
fun.
pieces. Yep, you punch
Let's
towards that one,
attack the
splinter it into
I
a
want to
million
see you
pieces.
against this beefy boy.
Alright, now it is the Spear Blight's turn.
Hold on. I have my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Here's the based.
Also, because of our last fight, I currently have disadvantage on checks. Just letting you know.
Okay. Alright, the first Spear Blight sort of does its awkward shambling thing down towards you. Illier. It goes, puff. You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Lars.
god, it's this fucking thing.
Yes, it is. Alright, you pass that. This other one walks to about here. Puff. And Ethan, I'd like you to roll 1d4 plus 4.
Dokie.
Roll high.
That was pretty high.
You did roll high, thank
Wow,
you.
I just doubled those twig blights health.
Actually more
We
than
do
double.
not care. I still one shot him.
Actually more than double. Alright, so is that speed? Alright, now it is the beautiful, lovely Dryad Matrons.
What room were the 3 kids caged in that Hegel told me? Was it this one or this one?
It's the opposite of the rectory. Alright, this one exits from the,
I think your initiative's fucked. Argon. The Dryad Matron has a 6 in initiative.
oh, I see
It has a plus 4 million.
No, it
you
doesn't
see
have
a
plus
20?
one,
That's the
it's
spewer.
layer, so it automatically gets a 20.
Oh.
Wait, what? Why did it roll then?
Because I just need to get
forgot.
initiative order. Alright, the Dryad Matron going to move towards this tree, and then is going to use its tree stride feature to disappear into the tree, and is going to reappear next to the next closest one. Just to walk through.
I'm guessing this one.
To walk through.
Oh.
And as it reappears here, that was 1. Alright, time, so it's 5 feet of movement left. And as it approaches, Renesmee is going
Oh, that's
to go
fucking good.
claw. Does it?
Yeah.
Renesmee's okay. You take
Oh, there.
26
Oh,
slashing
it went
damage.
there.
Holy shit, that's good damage. 26 slashing damage as the Dryad Matron rends into you with incredibly long wounds. All right, Maximus.
Yeah, that's average damage.
Charge.
By the way.
Slightly above.
Oh, or slightly above, yeah.
Oh god. Oops. Good. Alright, cool. Right here. Yep. And then I am going to action search.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hit,
Damn.
hit, miss. How much you accents? All right.
Nope, not really.
Both your lance pierces into the side of the Dryad Matron, and she lets loose another sort of screech. The fleshy material behind the mask vibrating and gesticulating as it screams.
Okay, and then I'm going to mark it.
How does the mark end? Is it die?
Yeah, sure,
Something
man.
like that, yeah. I'm incapacitated, or I die, or if someone else marks it. But no one else has that ability. So.
All right.
Me dying.
This one Vine Blight that approaches Lars is going to constrict on him, which hits. And Lars, you take only 10 bludgeoning, but more importantly, you are grappled by the Vine Blight. All right.
What's that?
Zednius.
I'm gonna hold my action and shout to Renesmee to run to the other side of it, or get closer to Maximus,
What are you holding your action?
to drop hypnotic pattern right in the middle there.
You can't see the center
Are you
location.
able to see the middle? Yeah, that's what's that.
Do I need to see
Yep,
that?
absolutely. You need to see the central point you're casting it on, and then a 30-foot cube appears around that central point.
Can it
What's the stipulation
go?
for being grappled?
Can I hit the top of the building? Does
And it
that
would
matter?
be 30 feet in the air, which means it probably won't.
Okay. Then I am going to still cast hypnotic pattern, but like over here.
Yeah, if you just want to hit the Dryad, that's pretty easy.
I just want to hit the
Okay,
Dryad.
great.
Yeah.
Play Hypnotic Pattern and show.
What does grapple do, Harpon?
Grapple prevents you from moving. That's about it.
Can I do anything to get out of it?
Yeah, you can make sure.
I
That's
think
my
you can
action,
also you can also still attack. I
You
think.
can still attack.
Again, I know. I wanted to take out this thing before
The
it
Dryad
infinitely stuns me.
Matron fails to save and seems to be charmed.
So, and I also say, don't attack it. Kill the rest if they're still up.
Sure. Renesmee.
Yeah. I was going to turn into a big snake to grapple the big boy, and now he's charmed. Does he is it likely that he'll
Not me.
stay charmed?
Oh,
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Type of bear.
the one you
Okay,
don't have a
bear.
template for? Bad.
Bear.
Yeah. I love cave bears.
Bear is medium or large size?
Probably large. Yeah, large.
Large.
Geez.
You don't have enough room to transform right now.
Oh.
Space.
You don't take opportunity attacks when you she's charmed, so you can't.
Yeah.
have full
He
hand.
can't harm you. Or
She? It's a
She.
matron.
Oh, she.
Okay, well, how about this?
There you go.
I will. Wait, no, I didn't mean there.
But now you can't get inside,
Okay,
right?
No, but I didn't mean there. Yeah, there.
Yeah,
Cool. I'll do that. I'll do that there. But I wanna. How do I move her? Why the fuck isn't she moving? Come on, bear.
Bear.
Yeah, I want to go close enough to this dude, the big beefy one,
Oh, sure, yeah.
where I can attack it.
Alright.
Yeah, and then I'd like to make my attack. Capers have multi-attacks. I'd like to make a bite and
Yeah,
claw
that's fine.
against
Can
him.
you roll HP for your bear? 5d10?
Yeah. Slash. Roll. 5d10. Please, God.
36, not bad.
Dad.
Not
Oh,
good.
That's not bad at all.
That one's very good.
Actually, no, it's below average. Though.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
no way.
How?
No, how?
I don't know. The
It
thing
literally
says.
can't be.
5.5
Thing says- I would
times.
agree, generally, but I think says
Did
50 for K-Bears is 40. Which is not average.
27 is the average roll. 27 is the
Oh.
average roll.
Anyways,
I rolled a 1, okay? That's not
oh,
great.
instant
wait?
one
Yeah,
death.
of course.
But like, 9, 9, and 9.
Yeah,
Nines.
42 is absolutely not the average
That's what it
for
says.
5d10.
It's not a rolling average. It's probably the HP average from the plus con.
How do I roll
that's a
the?
good point, yep.
Oh, then it should have.
Attacks. Yeah, it's a D20 plus 7. You get 2 of those. So just roll D20 and we'll add 7 in our heads.
Got
They're
it.
both
Slash
attacks. Just a
roll.
beefy boy. All right, that's 18 and a 22. So both definitely hit. And you get 1d8 plus 5 and
2d6 plus
plus
5.
5.
Big
Slash roll 2d6 plus 5.
Really low AC, but.
Damn.
Alrighty, yeah, you tear into this vine blight, ripping and tearing shreds of vines, splattering them across the floor. But it still stands.
That means I
Fuck
can
that
kill it.
fine blight.
Alright, now one of the twig blights. This one is going to go. Yay. Okay, I guess it'll be. Alright, this twig blight in the north is going to action dash. Alright, the rest of these twig blights are going to start swarming. Could be doing.
Surely they're sentient enough to not only know that their mother got charmed outside, but to know to wake her up, right?
They absolutely mention it.
No.
Individually,
Fortunately for that one twig blight up there, it I don't think it's able to wake up the thing.
Not this turn.
on this
but next
turn.
turn it is.
All right, 2 claw attacks.
But also,
against Lars.
it's
Sure,
it's
yes,
in the
next
hypnotic
turn.
thing, isn't it?
Ow.
Second. So it.
Pause again.
Oh wait,
No.
earlier, how much? You said it took 10 damage. Was that after the half or before?
That was.
Oh, okay, I fucked up then.
All right, you take 1 piercing damage, Lars.
Ow.
Hypnotic pattern is not an active thing. If you cast it once and then it lasts. Like,
Oh.
all right, Lars. It's punching time.
After getting grappled by the side, he's gonna turn with like bloodlust in his eyes and start beating the shit out of this thing.
Alrighty,
You got advantage on the first one.
that hits.
Then
Don't need it.
Don't think you needed
That
it.
get that.
misses. That hits. That hit.
I'll be using a moxie point for level 1 too.
So you're all
So
hitting
3 hits,
this
you
on the
said?
same beefy boy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the 15 hits. Right.
Oh, just okay.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. So it's actually the last punch that splatters this blight into 1,000 little bits of like these things are pretty not prone to being punched apart, but you just continue to punch it until you literally rip the vines into shreds and the thing ceases to grapple you. Okay. All right. The fewer blights shamble
Were
forward.
my attacks seeming like they were having less effect or no?
No, not.
Okay.
Not extra effective like targets. All right.
You ready to get perma CC'd with me, Renesmee?
Yep. Choking spores, Renesmee, and Lars need to both make Constitution saving.
Oof.
How do I do con saving throw as a bear?
+3 for bear. Alright, that's a fail. So
Oh
Rip.
my
Lars
god!
becomes incapacitated and prone for
Fucking
round,
2.
and Renesmee becomes incapacitated.
A motherfucking 2.
Hey, heck. Alright, this Spune Blight moves here and is going to go Invigorating Spore. Yeah. Yo.
Let me do it.
Oh, okay, Renesmee.
1d4
Here.
plus 1.
All
Because I
you
have
need-
bad luck. Oh my god! Fuck you! Oh my god!
You know, technically that is bad luck. So
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty bad
true.
luck. That's actually really bad luck.
Fucking Christ.
although technically it should replace
It
their
does replace
7,
them.
which
That's
I
actually
guess
higher than the
that
one
was
they had before.
that was the only thing that could have been better.
Yep. All right. The Dryad
Nice
Matron
dude.
still fucked up. Maximus.
Oh boy!
I killed that little blight thing. Fuck that blight. It's about to wake her
Perfect.
up.
Ideal. This is ideal. I'm going to bonk the twig blight.
Yeah, sure. Hit. Yes.
Uh-oh.
He did get temporary HP.
Uh-oh.
From all the way over there?
No, he got it before you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
How did you get
That
4
is-
attacks last time?
that is
oh, you used your
good.
action.
Action
Roll
surge.
damage on the. Oh!
Uh-oh.
No! It's still alive.
A little bit of 3 out of 12.
My hero! My hero!
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, Zednius, please take care of that.
Now these
Yeah,
bad
I'm
boys
trying
are
to
active.
get.
So it's gonna be 2 constrict attacks again. Full hit. Renesmee
goes my
takes 19
hero.
bludgeoning damage. Is bloodied. Importantly, is double grappled, so Renesmee is not moving it. And she's paralyzed. God damn, what a bad day for Cave Bear. Alright, Zednius.
Sad.
Sad.
If
Well,
I
she had
were
really
to be above Maximus,
Okay.
could I see this and this?
Absolutely.
That's a wall. I can't. It's the map that I can't quite see.
It,
Okay, then
it
I'll
goes
just
like,
fire.
It goes like, and then like that.
What does your feared say thing? Can you not just fly in through here?
No, he's not
I
feared
can't.
anymore.
I need to kill this.
No, you're not feared anymore.
Oh.
The 1 round.
I need to kill the blight first before I go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Renesmee, more like Rip Nesmee.
True.
Good one.
I'm just shooting the blight.
Alright, yeah, hit.
Alright, that should do it.
Yeah, obliterates the blight to 1,000.
And you push it 10 feet into it, waking it up, and
No, that's
Wait, what the
optional.
heck?
That's
That's so
optional.
true.
No.
the splinter is flying out from the
So
twig
true,
blight.
what the hell?
It's this and wakes it up.
And I'm up against this wall, but not in the midst yet.
Alright.
And you're still 10 feet up in the air.
Yeah, you're also, yeah, well, he can't be behind the air if he wants to.
Oh.
Alright, Renesmee, you are stunned. You're stunned.
I thought it was like 2 floors open, not
How do I fight against this?
You just can't. Your turn ends, and then that's your turn, unfortunately.
And then surely
Can I
won't do
go-
it this next turn, infinitely stunning us,
What
right?
what sound do bears make?
Four?
Roar.
Okay, I go.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
Who did
All
that?
right,
Was that
well,
good?
Yeah, your turn.
That
Yeah,
was-
That was
something.
me. I'm
That was-
roleplaying as a bear.
That was certainly.
Come on.
Alright, this little twig blight goes to the store. And this little twig blight goes. This little
Goes
twig
to the
blight
market.
Also, yeah, this little twig blight also
God.
dashes. And
I
these-
cannot kill that many of
And
them.
these 4 twig blights go for slashes. Alright. Awesome.
I could sure try.
They could, I mean, you are paralyzed, so you do get advantage on these attacks.
Yeah, for
But they're
1
also
damage
twig
it's
blights.
halved.
They are also twig blights, but not the world's greatest
1
creatures.
crit, 2 hit, and that was it.
Alright, I'm guessing 6 damage. It was 6
Nope,
damage.
half that.
Alright, you take
Now I'm out of
damage
temporary hit
from the
points.
swarms of twig blights.
temporary hit points,
He's out of temporary hit points.
Yeah, he is. Alright, 2 attacks go for the bear and both miss. Lars, Aurelia, Titus,
Rip.
Regia. You no longer stunned. Congratulations.
Wow.
You can kill all 6
It is
of
now
those.
the Spewer Blight turn.
No.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
his.
this
That's
There you go.
that's.
Oh boy,
that's
I
the
can't
bad
wait for him
thing
to do
with
the
this. Yeah.
same thing.
Con save for Lars and Cave Bear. I mean, you know what to expect. It is what it is.
You
Do I
actually
roll
passed
again?
one
Enemies,
Yeah,
time
you
though.
roll con save again.
It's a really cool enemies you decide.
How do I do that though? It's a d20 plus 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just target them.
I tried to and I got rolled. I don't know what I was gonna go do.
Alright, Renesmee, you are now paralyzed for another turn as the Spear Blight explodes again, stunning you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it is something. Alright.
These are a really fun homebrew, by the way, Hardcock. I really love what you've done here. Yeah.
These enemies. Alright, this creature's gonna move here. The Spear Blight's gonna move here, so the Spore Cloud Aura, and you need to do. Oh! Restorative Spores. And I will roll the 1d8 plus 4 this time.
We do not care.
Fuck
You seem to
off.
complain about it a lot, so that doesn't care.
I don't care about that. I care about getting stunned.
Oh, okay. Alright, the Dryad Matron vibes. Maximus.
I could just attack it now and wake it up now.
True.
I could also. I can't say anything.
Do you want some help, Lars?
I just
Your
need these
horse
things
cannot
taken
fit
care of.
into that
That's
room.
it.
Can't creatures
They
go
can
through and
squeeze. The problem is that this is not like a church. Your head would be scraping the top of the room. Now, it
Oh,
opens
I
up
see.
in the center, so like this central column of the church opens widely, but then you'd have to deal with creatures. It's just not very.
Oh, I
conducive
see,
to
okay.
creatures.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna go back around here. I'll just take the opportunity to take some arms out of the fight. One onto each of them, I suppose.
Surely it'll kill him with their temporary HP.
Second one hit. Pierces through and does not kill, but heavily injures this twig blight. Probably the only time that's ever happened.
God
You
damn
can
it,
have,
dude.
you can
I
have
hate
fun
this fucking-
1v1ing the
this
matron,
fucking-
by the way.
All right. It is
I
now
hate
the
this
Vine
fucking
Blight's
temporary
turns,
HP.
and they continue to wail on Cave Bear. Just a volley of attacks. Only one of them hits, though. Okay, Renesmee, you are no longer a Cave Bear, and you're no longer stunned. Congratulations.
Oh,
you are now
thank
just a
you.
normal human woman, or a normal half-elven woman. You do take 2 damage in overflow, though, from your bear form, as this vine blight constricts around you and tightens around your neck, and then your neck's no longer there. So,
Got it.
Lednius.
This thing, I think that it's gonna wake up next turn.
Bro, please. Kill these
Yes, that
Okay,
seems
I
right.
will,
Please, bro. They're fucking me, bro.
I will drop the
Orb.
orb
I can only
right,
pass so many con saves. Please,
right
bro.
here.
All right. 10-foot radius.
Giga Chad.
And it's the blights, and it's the little things turn next, so they'll all get hopefully chain sucked.
So you cast this what level?
Oh.
It's more than it's 20, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's gonna get Zed and Renesmee, but it's not. It's 10 feet suck, but it's 20-foot radius.
10. Did I do it?
I think so.
Yeah. You did it. Congratulations.
All right, we did it, Reddit. All right, so yeah, you do the suck, and all creatures in that zone need to make a save, including me.
Yep. What's the
What's the
save?
1,
What a shit roll! Fuck.
5, 6, 7.
Is that a save yet?
Yeah, it's a dex save.
And about you hit Claw.
Oh, I just rolled through.
It'll get clogged. Don't worry.
All right,
It
what's
will.
the
I
fail
only
here?
did. I only
With
did
the amount of
13
temporary
damage.
HP. Yeah.
What's the fail here?
Wait.
16.
16. Okay, this one gets sucked in. This one gets sucked in. And fine.
I get pulled 10 feet, smile.
Vine Blights both fail, so they get pulled 10 feet, and then one of the Spewer Blights clogs the drain.
And the other one should be closer, right?
Everyone gets
And then I get-
literally almost everything failed its check, so heck, all Lars get pulled.
Good. You pulled this within punching range.
What the heck all goes in the orb? Oh no!
That's
Is that a golden helping?
In a bag of holding.
No.
Alright, Renesmee,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
you're not stunned.
Fucking finally.
True.
I'm gonna
Or-
cast.
and
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh or whatever, however you pronounce it, on my club, and I'm going to beat the fuck out of this
Like a
spore
standing pinata, it's
producing
perfect.
gross motherfucker. Yeah.
Pinata that hits back. So it's scary.
So I'll
Are you
put
dropping
that
your
in
orb off
chat.
this? Then yes.
I'll think about it, but probably.
I'll think about it.
I'm gonna go punch this thing.
And
Hegal to get sucked.
1 second.
Wait, yeah, I'll use my reaction to drop it before your turn ends, because if Hegal gets sucked in, he's dead. Then
Okay.
bad things happen.
Does that hit?
Yeah, you slapped the Spear Blight. Roll damage. Their AC is
Wait,
very
no. I said I'll use it, my reaction after the blights, because the blights could still get sucked. No, they can't, because it's clogged. It's fine.
Alright, so yeah, you slap the Spear Blight, and is that into your turn, Renesmee? Is that a yes?
I'm going to go over here because I
Okay,
don't.
opportunity
that would
attacks.
be
You
a
take a
bunch
lot of
of
opportunity
opportunity
attacks.
Oh.
Yeah, a whole lot, actually. A lot. That's like the max.
Even moving
If I
right here, you
move
still take
here?
3.
That's,
You take
You'll
1,
get it.
2,
You'll
3.
still get
Yeah,
it.
that's 3.
That's 3 opportunity attacks?
There's just
Yeah.
if you ever exit
4.
the attack range of a creature, it gets the
Oh
opportunity.
yeah, there's one
to attack
here.
you, and there are 1, 2, 3, 5 creatures in that
Oh,
area.
this guy.
Do I gain
Oh,
anything
4.
from going further away at this point?
Not really.
Oh.
You'd be
I
attacking.
mean,
He'll
you're
just
just gonna get
towards you anyway,
obliterated.
Now there is one
Yeah.
thing. If you stay there, you do suffer from the sport. You for 1d4
You were here before, by the way.
Oh,
Delay
sorry.
was a bonus action, and you are okay. Yeah.
And she attacked. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can like get out of range of these spore
Not
babies.
Not without the opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Then I'll stay here. Lars
Okay,
is here.
and
Surely he'll
make
keep
a
me safe.
Constitution saving throw. Not to get
Based.
stunned, but to see if you're poisoned.
Oh god,
Poison
that's the bad one.
That is bad. That is a bad one. All right.
What does it do again?
Poison gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and saves. All right, you're now poisoned for 4 rounds, Renez.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
All right, the twig blights.
7.
One of them lightly shoves their great mother, and she
Oh,
wakes
God.
from her slumber. So that's
No.
that twig blights action. The other 2 are gonna attack.
I'm gonna use my reaction to make that 20 hit me instead.
Okay, you take 6 piercing damage. The rest of the twig blights begin to swarm.
Use
All right, 1, 2,
cookie.
advantage,
Oh,
advantage, advantage, advantage.
Wait, what? What about advantage?
A bunch of twig blights.
That's what I was asking.
Is there not one here? Then it's not flanking. Why am I getting advantaged?
That one isn't.
Oh.
Yeah, the last one is not advantage.
All the rest are though.
Alright,
Yeah.
So hit.
How are all the rest? What?
I just rolled like 7.
How many are at advantage?
5.
Why?
Because they're flanking you. Not see that? This, that, this.
Oh, right. We play with those rules on flank.
What? What's the?
All right, so
That
you
is-
take a total of 3, 1, 1, so 8 damage. Not a lot.
I think you'd be all right.
Lars. Really as tight as
8
right.
damage before the half? Or 8
8
damage,
damage
after the
the
half?
half.
Okay. I think on that, I'm going to use my reaction to do this. Go back up to full moxie points, and I'll gain 7 temporary hit points.
Sounds good.
You said it's my turn?
It is your turn.
I
Time for some punching of a spear.
hate everyone and everything. No.
I think we should grab the other 3 people and boot, scoot, and boogie.
Attacking, starting off with this one. I'm gonna go one by one. See if
We
it
should
kills.
start that process.
Next one, or sorry, that was the one I killed. And this one,
Miss. Wait. Yeah, miss.
this one,
Hit. Dead.
and
We want one of those.
Yeah, I guess this one then.
Okay. Hit. Destruction. You just spin around, punching and dodging and striking, and you obliterate 3 of these twig blights in the span of 6 seconds. 1 for every 2 seconds.
I do not care about opportunity attacks. I'm backing up some.
Okay, spewers literally don't have any arms to hit you with.
2 hit.
Okay. 2 damage. Okay. Alright.
Wait, what was the range of the poisonous shit?
20 feet. Oh, sorry, no. The clouds, the poison spores at the end of your turn, that's 10 feet. Wait,
Okay.
let's see about-
Then I will move up. Oh wait, then I won't leave the opportunity attack for these 2 guys. I'll stay here.
Yeah, yes, when you end your turn, you don't get the spore. Alright, this spewer is going to move to here, and then,
Does that mean I gain 1 HP back?
yeah, you do gain HP. Alright, this spewer puffs and feels other than itself. I discovered in the last fight that there was a bit of a cycle there, where they were endlessly healing each other.
Ah.
So they can't kill other spewers.
Wacky DM.
And then this one is going to do the tried and true. The Chad. So Renesmee and Lauren. That's 20.
Yeah.
It is a pretty easy concept. Yeah, you're fine. You're both fine. Yeah, you
I
guys just
crit.
choke
I'll
down the spores. You
immune to
make
all
eye
future
contact.
choking
Thank
spores.
You
God.
make eye contact with the spewers like many fungal orifices and just choke down, swallow those choking spores. You don't even give a shit.
I crit. My immune system is now developed to immunity to these sugars.
Yeah, you fucking copium.
We would like to take some of these
Alright.
spores so that we can ration them out one per
The
day.
Dryad Matron steps into the shrub and then steps out of this tree.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
And then walks over here. Good friend. Alright, Xenius, you take 21 slashing damage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dryad Matrons are scary. Maximus was right.
Yep.
Alright, Maximus, what are you doing,
Yep.
buddy?
I'm
Just
Alright.
watch as the matron disappears into a bush and then is gone entirely.
Okay. I am disengaging.
Okay.
Yep,
Alright,
and going over here.
Vine Blights.
To be
Vine
scary.
Blights, Vine Blights. Okay, there. So the Vine Blights, I guess they're just
Nice.
constrict. Hit, constrict, miss. You get struck for 12 bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Yeah, and you are
You're probably gonna want a wild shape on you next
Yeah, you're
turn.
getting pretty low on health there.
I don't know if I have a wild shape left.
You did sniff snuff and a bear.
We.
That's 2.
Oh, you're right.
Uh-oh. Alright, Xenius, what are you doing?
I am going to. If I hit the corner of them, does that count as being within the thing?
Yeah, certainly. Be part of their totem.
Okay.
Oh God, he's orbing. Oh.
Well, I could do
You
that.
can't see
Yeah.
that central location.
Well, you don't. Hold on.
I'm really low, by the way.
I can hit. I see this,
Yeah,
right?
you can see that.
That's where I was gonna put it.
Oh, sure.
No, never mind, because Renesmee's right there.
yeah, you should put it there, man.
Oops. Oops.
Alright, man.
Just
I see
slow,
this
get
one?
sucked into a void. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Can I see this spot?
Yeah, you can see that. I mean, actually, you have to move, but then you'd be able to see it.
Okay, I do that,
Sure. Sounds good to me.
and then I orbit.
Yeah, he's orbing, dude. Heckin' orbing. Alright, one. Oop. Wait, is that real? Is that right?
Nah, that seems too big.
Oh,
but
it is
maybe
right.
it is.
Wow, 20 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. Bring your own orb. I think this is a first.
Wait, no. Why would I do
Yeah,
that?
you have 4 squares
That's
here and
20
3 squares
feet.
here.
That's-
That's
then
wrong.
Then why did you're
No.
the one that put me there?
Because you
Could I
can't
not
see the
be?
location otherwise.
I have to be in this one spot. What if I'm up in the air?
If you're discussed
Oh,
this
that's-
before, it's a shallow zone area.
This
All right,
there's
I'm
a
gonna suck myself in.
All right.
Oh, God.
He's
Interesting
gonna suck
tactic.
himself. All right, everything in that range has to make a dex save. Patron's gonna save.
You do got a +5.
Beautiful, beautiful. Fail.
Can I auto fail?
Auto fail. What?
Can I?
Can you auto fail? Yeah, sure. 14's fail, right?
Yeah, it's 16. I'm pretty sure.
Jeez, that twin blight's a giga chat.
Um,
All right.
I'm
These all
thinking
get
if I
sucked
want
in.
to.
One currently in the center of the orb takes 11 damage. Everything else stands their ground. Renesmee fails. You stop her up, so. So you
Yeah.
did get pulled deeper into the church, which is interesting.
All right, and I failed.
Okay.
What about the body? Soy sucks in the body.
Yeah, true.
All right. So Xenius, you're
And
back.
how much movement do I have left?
5 feet. Got pulled. So 5 feet.
Actually, he casted a spell that should be the same as attacking, and he
Oh,
can't
that's
move.
actually
yet.
true. Yeah, yeah. True.
What?
No, he's
You've
right.
done
You
the same
move
thing,
and then
that's
you do an
good.
action.
It's just revenge when you said things to Harkon that fucked me.
Okay, chill. Dude. We don't need revenge. Okay, it's good that we all. stand by the rules. I appreciate that.
All right, let me think. I still no, I don't
Oh,
have
yeah, it was
movement. I
bonus
guess that's the
action.
end. Oh, bonus action. Misty Step. No, I can't. Or does that? It's a spell. Okay. It's an ability, not a
Actually,
spell.
that is true. It is a spell.
Then
It
if I
specifically said it's a spell, it's not a spell.
Misty
Okay.
Step.
No.
yes,
the
Misty
orb.
Step.
Oh, the orb.
Orb spell. Yeah.
30 feet. Can I see this way? All right.
All right, you teleport
There-
to a group of twin bites.
No,
What up,
I'm
boys?
teleporting. I'm thinking. I'm just looking at 30 feet away.
Just contemplating. Also, Xenius, you did subtract that, like, how much it was? Patron attacking you?
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, else you cheating.
can't do that.
Let me go back and see how much it
Guys,
was.
you just forgot.
21
It
damage.
was
I'm pretty sure.
21.
Just forgot, guys.
Hi, guys.
Like he forgot that he can't move after he
He
attacks.
just selectively forgot.
Wait, where was I? I was here.
You
So I want to
were
go.
here.
I want to go out this way. I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to be in triple fucking blight range.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just gonna. Pretty sure this is more deadly than.
No,
The
he's
couple
out of,
damage
no,
you got
guys, he's
to
away
take.
from
Is he?
Twigs, it's fine.
I don't.
Yeah, true.
No, he can go outside. So I would have gone by the twigs.
Okay, alright,
He
we're
can
locked
go
in now.
outside.
There is no discussion
We're locked
anymore.
in. He can go by the.
Okay,
He can go
you
by
are
the
now a
twigs. I
twig boy,
forgot.
okay?
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm done.
Renesmee.
Yeah, if I action dash while these things are getting sucked up, do they still opportunity attack?
Yes, but if you do action disengage, they can't.
Disengage.
But this orb is especially nasty because it's actually difficult to frame, so the furthest you can get is 15 feet.
Well, that's
Oh.
out. That's out of the orb,
No, it's not.
right? 5, 10, 15. Oh.
I know this because I've had to deal with this on countless zombies and skeletons and struggling to get out of this hellhole.
If I wanted to get to this other side, the opposite side,
You can move 15 feet in this orb as long as you action disengage.
You also
Fuck.
won't be able to get plugged by it because it's plugged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll action disengage. Let's see.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you move 15
Yeah.
feet away.
Well,
Or
careful,
can I... What?
because where you end your turn, you have to make another dex save.
This is true.
Yeah, but I was gonna have to make another dex save anyways.
The point is, you'll get pulled 10 feet right back into the.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
you're
I
now
see.
seeing the hell that is this orb.
Okay, yeah. I suppose I'll go to the edge here.
All right, make a dex save at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
You'll
How?
make it.
Just roll a dexterity save.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if you get failed, you get pulled right back 10 feet, and you made 5 feet of progress.
Wait, then I might as well have gone the other way.
Well, no, because then you would have. Like, here, if you'd done this, right, you would have been pulled 10 feet
Failed.
closer and been right back where you started. Now, if you get pulled back 5 feet further than you started,
Am I okay?
you're there. Yeah.
Does a disengage give you 5 feet?
Does it
No.
disengage give you 5 feet?
Okay.
Alright, so you end your turn there. You're no longer grappled. The Vine Blights are fighting for their own lives. Can't really go. Twig Blights. Alright, we got a bunch of enemies.
All missed.
We got our little.
Is that where they all went?
Yeah, we got our Twig Boys
Oh,
down here
oh,
attacking
they're-
Mars.
Never mind.
This. Wait. Hits! 4 piercing damage reduced by half, so 2 piercing onto you, Lars. And I think that's all the Twig. Most of them are dead.
2 on me.
Yeah. Alright, Lars, it's your turn. You have advantage on your first attack.
I'm gonna take an opportunity attack from 2 of them.
Hit.
Ow. And then I'll attack this for.
Alright. Yeah, you punch the shit out of this. Starts spewing.
Oh god.
Hit. I mean,
14
yeah,
hit?
which one's hit? Yeah, 14 hits.
The 10 hits,
Alright,
right?
I think you killed it. Yeah, you punch into the fungal spores. With each punch, more of these spores shoot out of the fungal surface of the creature. You know, enough punches just kill it, and its body just naturally slides 10 feet closer to the.
Was the third one the one that killed it?
No, last one was.
That was the third one.
Then yeah.
That hit, yeah.
Yeah, the
That
third.
third.
Yeah. Third
Okay. Just making sure. Just...
Alright, so yeah, no fungal spores, though. If you do end your turn, though, you will have to make an exit.
Well, I can't move because I just moved.
Great, then make an exit.
Oh no.
That Hegal get pulled. That Hegal is a creation. Alright, that Spear Blight that's currently in there instantly dies. Because it was low enough on health. So it just gets. And then the other
Use
one
your
gets-
reaction quick.
Alright, now it is our beautiful Dryad Mage. Such a loving.
Surely she's not at the one shot. Renesmee, alright. Alright, guys.
Hey, she lived like.
Oh. Oh, wait, she doesn't.
I'm trying to look at the tree popping strategy.
Motherfucker, don't kill me. I have 9 HP.
Well, if she could reach you, she would, but no, she. Step into
can't
this
she?
tree. Out
Oh.
this side of the tree where it's no longer rain. And then as Ethan's squeak, okay, so she's and double
Can we eat Mickey?
Maximus.
Only one of those hits.
All right, it hits. It rends
Oh
into
my
your blessed
God.
breastplate. A horrible, pained cry as these wooden claws reach deep into your armor and flesh under.
How did it even know I was out here?
It is aware of everything within.
God. Just comes out here, does a casual. Oh, it's my turn now, is it?
It is your turn now.
Let's get
Wow.
revenge.
Yeah, true. You're
Yeah,
gonna get
fat,
revenge, right?
fat psych if y'all think I'm sticking around here. That's
What
funny.
about the professor and Gore? You can't leave them.
Ta-ta now.
Happy children!
Yeah, what about the children?
Dude, it's literally started because you said, I want to save the children, so
Ooh.
Let's see here.
Imagine wanting to save the lives of
we
children.
can't just
That's
leave
so
them, guys.
sorry.
Come on. We can't just tell them their families died, and so it would make sense that they also died. No, let's go save them.
Okay, that's also bad. Jesus. Love children. Wait, you respect children.
You're like I'm dead and
No.
not talking.
Of course.
No, stop.
What did you mean by love,
Anyways,
Harkon?
Maximus, it's your turn. What you doing, man? How's life?
Wacky
This first one will be on the injured one.
Alright, sounds great. That hits. That kills.
All right, and then the second one will be on one of the other one.
Alrighty. That hits. That does not.
No, not the twin one.
Speed, because I'm on a
Did you have
horse.
to disengage?
Yeah. Wait.
Yes. Oh, fuck,
Yeah, then
that's
you
right.
attack.
Yeah, never mind. I can't do that then.
Sad go.
He's
Alrighty.
cheating.
It is true. Alright, Vine Blight's turn. Oh, they. One attack against ours.
Wait, don't they get sucked in first?
No, it's the other.
It's the end of the term because he
Uh.
made it wacky.
Strict 9 bludgeoning damage on Dolores, reduced by half. 5 bludgeoning.
Actual. Yeah, there you go.
And then this last angling point. But radius is going to concentrate in the bottom right, so doing it right. So both you guys need to make strength saving throw.
Hey.
Nice.
Pass.
I think
You
you'd be
Also
alright.
pass.
Oh
Alright.
shit!
Yeah, that would have been bad because if you had been restrained, you would have had 0 chance of getting out of the orb. It sucked right in, but safe for now. Alright, so that
This one
fails.
first. This one first. This one first.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No,
This one first. This one first. First. This one
fail,
first.
fail.
Fail.
This one first. Me first. You first. No, you can't just do that,
Sorry, what's the
Soy.
damage? It's 13, right?
It was a yeah.
Okay, so alright, clogs the entryway. Deadnius.
Probably won't drop
Disengage.
Okay.
And let me see.
Do you get a good effect for casting at point blank?
You can-
These guys
you
have like
can-
no HP.
Yeah, you can probably kill both of those
Well,
guys.
this one's not dead, but
Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah,
There's
that's
3,
right. Yep.
so I'm gonna go ahead and disengage
Alrighty,
and go.
Oh,
um,
damage. I can't take 2 damage.
If I get hit, I have to make a con save. I don't want to do
bully
it.
him, okay? He's a brave.
Can't save for what? The thing that's about to kill us inside?
Yes. It can't kill you
Fuck
because
up
he's
right now.
picking
You're
it up.
fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay.
I'm confident in my con save.
Alright, and 18 hits. Which one are you targeting?
This one.
This one. Okay, alright. Good. Full damage?
Good.
Dead.
Holy.
Congratulations.
When he
you
gets
damaged them
pushed into the
straight through your
wall,
temporary HP.
Explodes.
And then the second one is a 16 hit.
Yes.
The diagonal down one.
Oof, not
6.
through his
He gets
Why?
pushed back into the wall.
Just
takes
took
200
the injured one, dude.
He was injured.
He's bludgeoned.
This one's injured right
I
there.
can't
Yeah.
see that behind my ginormous ass name.
Yeah, Zednius Titus for
Oh.
version. Alright, cool. Renesmee, hi. You're
Action disengage.
you don't need
Pretty
to know any
please.
of
You don't need to. Just.
Oh,
Oh,
I-
you can
can
just
I just-
actually
Yeah,
run
yeah,
out.
you can just walk out as you're moving.
okay.
And then you can
I do that.
thorn whip.
And then I
One of
peek
them.
through this corner,
You,
and I would like to thorn whip
Well,
the injured one if that's
you-
possible.
that's
you-
your
you don't
actual
have
dash,
enough-
I think.
Yeah, you don't have enough movement for that.
Well, actually, she does.
Oh.
It costs 10 feet, 20 feet, 25, 30.
Oh, I see.
Good.
And
Can I thorn whip the injured one?
Let's measure that. I think maybe, I'm not sure. Nope, it definitely goes straight through Zenius' token. Yeah, you can hit the
Okay,
injured one.
I'll thorn whip. Yeah, the non-injured
Aren't
one.
they
no,
both
the other
injured?
one is injured. It's taken 6.
I mean, they
Oh,
are injured,
right.
injured, but they're not injured. Alright, that does hit, and that does kill. You rend the twig blight into pieces as you pull it towards you. Alright, another one bites the dust. How
I
many
have
twig
to pee, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
sprint.
run.
Run full speed.
Thank you.
Alright, twig blights. So we have one. Pax Mithdosica.
He hits.
That hits, alright, nice. Piercing damage,
And
and
then
the
I'll
rest
make,
embrace death as they charge towards Lars with reckless abandon.
Let me make my con save.
They will get their one round of flanking attacks as we go. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2,
Bad.
3,
Two
2
hits.
hits. For 4 damage! for the dead one! We will inflict 4 damage on you! How you doing, Lars? You still standing?
Yeah.
I think he'd be alright.
He's so close to dying, dude. Alright, Lars,
Is
what are you
he?
doing? Yeah, he's really fucking close.
Oh, holy
Not
shit.
anymore. Let's go.
Do they get suck? Do they get suck?
Oh, yeah, they do, yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean,
That's clog.
But it'll mess up their flanking.
yeah, that is true. It doesn't matter. Alright, yeah, they all get
28 plus 7.
Arzarino Pappuccino.
We're living again, boys.
That was
I'm still taking half damage, so 13 HP is an insane amount, yeah.
26 HP, yeah.
Well, that was my bonus action, so I
No,
only
you
get
still
2
got your
attacks
action.
per
If you
turn.
just want to punch until you're dead, you can.
I'm back, by the way.
Did I subtract
Kill that last. You should kill that last. Whatever blight that is.
Yeah, I'll take this one. I can only get 2 attacks, though. My first one's at advantage because I had a goal, right?
Yes.
Headhiggle has just been on your
Thank
shoulder this
God.
whole time, whispering into your ear, up, left, right.
If the first one doesn't kill him, then the
does
second
not.
one will hit him as well.
It
Okay.
also does injure.
What the fuck?
Rip.
Temporary HP,
He was
baby.
he was still at half. Oh my god.
Temporary HP, baby. Alright, yeah, you slam 2 gut punches into Divine Blight, remain standing. Dryad.
Maybe if I didn't roll mineral, it would have been better.
Actually, there's not as many options.
Uh-oh.
Is what
Yeah,
it is.
But I don't like the look of that.
Alright, double claw against Maximus. Like a knockdown.
think so.
That's all now, gents.
14
That's all
slashing
now.
damage. Second claw is gonna go on your horse, knock that down as well. No! Mickey's at 1 HP. You are unconscious. Oh, well. Interesting circumstance we find ourselves in.
We had to save the kids, so we couldn't tell them that they were dead. So
Alright, Maximus, make your first death save.
Oh yeah, and perfectly, it's my turn. Okay. Horse. Departs.
Action disengage runs.
Yes.
Alright, out of there. Your saddle.
Well, I mean,
It's
yes.
on it, Lamau.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't. What's the point?
Make your death save.
Oh, okay.
I think the mark falls off of.
True. Yeah, true.
oh.
Foreboding 7 rounds ago, and I asked, "Hey, when does that drop? When you die?"
Oh no, yeah. Sorry, the mark is a every turn thing.
Oh. All right, Maximus.
Yeah.
Death save.
Oh, that's right.
Axe. All right, Vine Blights. One of them can make an attack on ours. Strict. Hit.
Ow.
Or bludgeon damage. Grappled. Now they both logging the entrance takes no damage. Deadnius.
Help.
Shoot the blight in front of me.
Hit. Dead. Massive overkill, actually, so probably just ceases to exist.
Then shoot the dryad.
Yep. Knocking it back towards the professor and Gore. Give it a chance.
Yep. And then up 30 feet. Or what? How high am I allowed to go before I think something weird's gonna happen?
I don't know. You
How
might
high is
say
the
30
tree line?
feet.
Okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen. 30 feet.
Okay.
All right, Renesmee.
Help.
Renesmee? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I run over to Maximus, and I cast Cure Wounds at first level. I'm running out of slots, so I
Hey.
need people to stop dying on me.
Okay.
Did you move
What?
Gore?
I did not move.
He's here.
Okay. Thank you for the. Thank you for the.
1d8
got
plus
moved by
my
somebody.
spell cast ability modifier, which is Wisdom, which is 3.
Yep. 1d8 plus 3.
Slash roll 1, 2, plus 3. Alright, I'll take it.
All right.
Pretty
10
good.
HP, you're back up, Maximus. All right. The rubber banding begins.
I'm
Twin
so
Blights.
excited.
Okay, this one's gonna be
I'm so glad we don't have that like wound mechanics whenever you go down.
your base. So lazy.
Cringe.
All right. 1 damage. Oh, 4 damage. That's 5 damage there. How you doing?
To who?
You.
Me?
Ew.
I'm fine.
Okay. All right. All right, Lars, it's your turn.
Kill it.
Covered in scratches and blood, just fighting it out in the middle of this church.
I think
So
we're gonna
this
start.
This one, he was just resigned to his fate. He's like, I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, basically.
Attack this guy first.
Piece of a greater hole. A bloodied vine blight?
Yeah.
Yep, dead.
And then there's just 2 around
Finally
me.
did.
Yep, 2 to yourself.
I think I need to save my Moxie point.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll start off 1 attack on him.
Yep, that's hit. Which one are you targeting?
Bottom right.
Alright, that kills instantly.
And
Obliterates
then my
1,000
bonus
damage.
action to attack this one.
That also hits, and that also obliterates. You are just surrounded by the corpses of the blights you have dispatched.
How's the difficult movement work? How much
Uh,
a feet is this?
Cost 10 feet for every 5 feet of movement.
So you can get out.
Okay. Wait.
Alrighty. Trin.
God.
Oh god.
He kills the archaeologist.
Good, I was about to kill him anyway.
No. Matron looks toward the archaeologist. Continues.
Surely it's not a creature of the deadwood that it's.
The matron is going to do 2 claw attacks against Maximus.
One misses.
One of them missed.
And rubber banding begins as Maximus is knocked down again as the Dryad matron rakes her claws across his chest.
I only have 1 more spell slot period. So,
Well, I'll do what I can.
it's a short rubber band.
Alright. One pass. Vine Blight inside the thing gets sucked in on its turn. And the
Oh,
other one's going to get...
Hegel is with Lars. Don't suck him in.
don't suck at Hegel, no, please. Alright, Senius, it's you.
Double blast the bad boy. Where'd my sheet go? I was looking at my spells, but then I remember I Misty Stepped, so I don't have any left.
Hit.
Goodbye. Damage.
That is damage.
Damage.
And knocked back 20 feet.
Yep.
It does nothing, and the blight is now blood. Riot Matron.
And then
all right, is that your turn?
fly back some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Renesmee.
Had we damaged this at all before that?
Yes, I hit it once the previous turn.
How much?
Nope.
10, I believe.
Okay, I can kill it. That's all I needed.
All right, you're back up with 4 HP this time, Maximus.
Let's go.
All right, and the last remaining Twig Blight, a hero amongst his people, action dashes to the other side of
I
Titus,
thought he was gonna ash and dash into the hole.
blocking him from the door. All right, Lars, what are you doing?
He just sees Lars as he moves in front of this little twig blight, like cracking his knuckles, eyes full of rage and blood.
A hero amongst his people.
Lars! You have to save fucking Maximus!
Yeah,
I have no more spell slots. Like,
Alright, we're taking the opportunity
period.
attack. This might kill me, but
He will kill you. He will save his mother. No! No!
out of the way, fucker. We got
You
things
just
to
walk
kill.
right past him.
Alright, we're using Moxie Point. We're going all out.
Is Gore doing anything, or are him and the professor just staring at this blight and harm?
He's like growling, like guarding the professor, basically.
Professor's not. All right.
Do these all
first one
hit?
hits. Third one hits. Fourth.
Okay.
All right. Crack.
Apple
You
and pop.
you break apart this outer shell, Dryad Matron, revealing a fleshy interior underneath that sort of skeletal wood on the outside. It pulses and bleeds as you punch your fist into it. You continue to slam your fist forward, hoping to kill this beast, but it remains, its eyes in that wooden mask staring back down at you. It's incredibly injured as you've reached its pulpy flesh underneath, still standing.
It's nice knowing you all.
Dryad Matron.
You're about to experience the fate I did, unless it books it.
Dryad Matron
Or admit. Surely it admits.
screams and uses Rage of Nature.
What?
All trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered around the Dryad Matron become animated for the next round. All creatures standing on areas covered with grass around make a DC-14 Dex saving throw. Grapple pool.
Wow.
Renesmee, Maximus, and Lars, technically the professor. Alright, so Lars is grappled. Maximus. Renesmee's grappled. Maximus.
The saving throw? It is, okay.
Saving throw.
Damn it!
Alright, grapple.
No!
Next is going to be any creatures within 10 feet of a tree. Next, one creature of the
Well-
Dryad's choice. Yeah? Not within 10.
Oh, that's 15.
One creature of the Dryad's choice. Feet of mines
Well-
or a tree. Which there are. Those. Dryad is not. That's not even on the Dryad's radar right now. So the Dryad can hit one creature of their choice. So Renesmee, you have to roll another Dex saving throw.
Good.
Easy.
Sorry, strength saving throw. Strength saving throw.
Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah, she was pretty strong. Alright, you pass.
you
You,
go.
you fight back the roots going for you. Then finally,
Big fuck.
one creature within 60 feet of loose rocks, targeted by the Dryad Matron's back, which is going to be
I'm dead, by the way.
ours, as rocks tear themselves free of the cobblestone and fly towards the horse's face. And that is a critical hit.
Oh no!
Who could
14
possibly
bludgeoning
foreseeing
damage.
this? That's crazy.
14 bludgeoning. Still alive?
No.
Alright. Conscious.
Isn't
That's
it
the Dryad's
7?
turn, though. Rage of Nature is her full turn.
Isn't it 7 bludgeoning?
That is something.
Yeah, I'm still dead.
Oh, you're still
have a
down?
demon-
He was
7,
operating
yeah.
on fumes, man. He was barely standing.
I was at exactly 7. I started this entire fight at half HP, by the way.
Yeah. Alright, Maximus.
Alright.
your turn.
Okay, I need to go look up the exact wording of the grappled condition
You have
for
0.
5e.
You have a bow, though.
Is that
Please
it?
kill it. Please kill it.
I mean, no, there's other shit, but it's like, one, you have 0 movement speed. If you shoot a
Please.
creature that's grappling, it's on the exact rule.
I'll kill it.
Grappled creature speed
Oh,
becomes
yeah.
0 and it can't benefit from any bonus. The condition ends with grapple
Okay.
incapacitated.
Shoot a bow at it, please.
Spectrum. Grapple creature. Grappler.
Just shoot a bow at it.
Alright.
Basically, you can't move. Hit. Not advantage. Alright. Maximus. You pull out your lung. You use your feet that are being pulled on by the grasses to brace yourself for the shot. You lean back almost 30 degrees and unleash this arrow. It flies, smacking into the fleshy pulp of the Dryad Matron. You watch as black ichor spills out of the flesh on the earth around it. Dryad Matron does a great shuddering heave
I did this the last time, too.
and then falls to the ground.
I killed the thing at the very end.
And the sound of the sucking stops. It's the,
Does that little vine blood just go fuck off, or?
no, it dies instantly.
Okay, good.
It just self-destructs.
Yeah, basically. Alright.
Oh, little vine blood, you're so sad that your mama's
Okay.
dead.
I'm gonna go run over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you
right
Yeah.
past
Lars
Lars.
is dying.
Me too.
Lars is also dying. So
Oh,
before that.
Right, I go over here.
I can't help
go over
Lars, so
here.
I'm going to free the people.
Alright, roll a death
Yeah,
save. and
that's-
one death save.
That's what I was going to go do, was try and free the people.
Pass. Then what are you guys doing? Do you have any way to heal him?
I don't have any normal way to
Did I
heal
do
him.
medicine checks? Or no?
They can do medicine checks if they have proficiency.
Huh.
Do either of you have
Because that
proficiency in
proficiency
medicine?
bitch. You have a blue
I
check
don't
mark next
think
to
Yeah,
it.
so.
I'm not
All right, you guys
stopping.
begin to cheer him on. You got this, Lars. You got this.
I'm-
I'm just like I'm slapping his cheeks,
They're the
not
dying
in that way.
Renesmee?
Not those cheeks. I'm slapping his
Yeah, I see
upper
what you're saying. You're
cheek.
slapping his
Yeah.
cheeks. I get it.
I'm like,
make
Do you
what?
guys like spare the dying or anything?
No,
I know.
Make another one, Lars.
that's a
I
cleric
have
thing, I'm pretty
I
sure.
have revivify, but we don't have the ingredients for it.
All right, one
And I
failed,
don't
one
have the
pass.
clock.
Make another save, Lars.
He spits up another thing of blood.
Oh wait, Hagagol
That's
can
good.
assist you with this last one. So last one is Hagagol is whispering in your ear, "Return," and you are now
Good.
unconscious for the next 2 hours, but alive.
Man, Hehegol just he loves the party. He's a good guy.
All right, so
He likes the straw.
Maximus, you charge towards this room and push aside a curtain to find an empty chamber. And Titus, Zednius, you approach this chamber with a large door and
I'm
open it
gonna
up. And inside
I'm gonna go
you
up there
find
then.
3 individuals: a young boy, a young girl, and a very old man, all constrained by grasses and twigs that form themselves into sort of bonds.
What was the centurion's name again?
And Decus
Decus,
Centurion.
we've
Centurion
saved you.
Decus.
looks up at the two of you and gives a grunt.
I'm
"So
gonna
we're
start.
on for sure."
The matriarch is dead. Or the
Before
matron.
you leave, you might want to cover your eyes as you walk out of here. Oh my god!
What the fuck, Zednius? What are you doing?
I don't know what these buttons do.
What's happening? What's
Okay,
happening?
well,
He
just stop
said-
clicking random buttons on your sheet.
Exploded. He exploded.
The flying condition. I don't see it.
Where's the what condition?
He's trying to turn
Flying.
off the flying symbol.
I turned it off. I got you.
I know, but I don't see it on my thing.
You have to scroll
to
down.
undo it. Oh, I didn't know there was a scroll. Okay. I'm not dead. Don't worry.
All right. Yeah, he'll stand up and order his children to close their eyes. Armidius, Nipia, cover your eyes. Stand up. You guys can help them cut the bonds and walk out into the center of the church. And for the first time, you're actually able to get a. You've caught glimpses of it. You're private. The branches have not just been pierced through these people; they've begun to grow inside of them. This young man's eyes are dangling out of their sockets from twigs that have pushed them out. For other people, their intestines have wrapped around the thick trunks of these branches, and the branches have grown into them. And blood and guts have been used to paint druidic symbols of both.
Ooh.
So this is how they turn them to blights.
Centurion looks around the area and looks at the sort of large fleshy scar that runs in the center of this church.
I'll help the children out of the door
Yeah, you can help his kids out and
because they got their eyes closed.
yeah, they do. And as you do this,
What is it?
Oh, it's deep into during the.
Should we take the bodies down?
Corrupted. Rest this place. You have a weapon?
Burn it.
Sends a hand.
You asking to use or to cut these down?
That's something.
I'll hand him my longsword.
Walks up to the edge of this fleshy scar and plunges the blade into the flesh. He watches this black ichor oozes, and this, almost like a bread leavening, does the opposite. The flesh begins to shrink away from these cracks, and the black ichor pulsing out in these, not quite like a geyser, but definitely more than like a simple cut on a person. And over the course of maybe the next, 10, 20 seconds, this whole thing sins into the earth, and all you can see is just a great scar in this church with piled up.
I guess that's done it then.
And you
The braziers are all still lit.
the braziers roll. Well,
We should leave.
try to liberate some of these statues. Seem to be
Yes.
as corrupted as the rest of this place.
Is it? I'll go up to it. Is it like gold?
Yeah.
Like solid gold.
Oh, who's to say?
Oh, all right. All right. Let's
Each statue, though there's 4 of them inside the church, each one weighs 45 pounds.
Cannot pick this up.
Yeah, I'll see if the horse can carry him.
How many 45-pound statues can Nicky carry?
You have to go for retreat and make you
With
first.
his current capacity, he can carry.
Incredibly injured.
I mean, that doesn't have an
No,
effect
not
on
directly
carrying capacity,
impacting
does
carrying
it?
capacity.
What's this gold bowl?
It's just
Is there? Can I make an investigation if there's anything relevant in here? Any loose items or chests or
chests. There is plenty of holy objects. There are texts of mighty. There are
any evil-looking thing like twisted
No,
Aurelian
certainly.
soul symbols like last time? Okay. And the crevice is just dirt now. The organic thing is gone.
Yeah, the centurion will exit the church.
Okay, three.
Three statues. All right.
Three.
The centurion will exit the church and pull children close, avoiding them even triad matron. And the professor, now grass is pulled on him, will walk over to the matron and begin to whisper words. Probably don't.
Gore definitely growls when he sees him do
Well-
this and like goes up to him, like it stand
What
off against him.
languages?
Down at the
Is
bottom.
is it Mythos or is it Delian or Tabrashan?
Is
Okay,
it
or Symbolin.
dwarvish or common?
Is it
Or
common?
Symbolin.
I imagine it wasn't common.
No, it's not similar. It does sound similar.
Not for
It's probably
Matari,
actually
I
Elvish
suppose.
then. If it sounds similar to Symbolin, it's probably Elvish.
Oh, does it sound Elvish?
Similar to similar.
Is he saying?
Do we know
is
what
he
Elvish
saying-
sounds like?
It's been gone for.
So
Well-
it probably is Elvish.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him after he's done.
Yeah, it's just a quick little thing.
What did you speak?
Oh, it's just something I found on the. Pass creatures like this onto it.
Does it sound like Batavian? Because we heard the creature things, the statues
Yeah,
of
No, it sounds
Batavian.
laughing.
Okay, was that Elvish?
Oh, avian.
No, it couldn't have been.
Oh, are you also a avian?
Well, we were in Batavia, and I spoke with the magical statue, and it sounds much different.
Perhaps a dialect.
Surely. Anyway, seeing him not doing this anymore, he's gonna go console me.
Well, I'm gonna ask him what you're a smart guy. Have you heard of Kalam Rasa?
These discussions can be had on the road. We should leave.
I agree. I'm anxious to exit these woods and return to.
Who's carrying me?
And the father will his two children.
Renesmee, probably,
Guys begin to.
She doesn't have any more wild shifts.
but she's stronger than the rest
He's
of us.
strong.
You guys are all incredibly injured, and the golden statues are. Guys begin back through. The centurion is quiet, most of it, speaking to his children, trying to explain to them the annihilation that they faced in the last few days. The professor does his same sort of observing a mannerism. Family, you see him sort of facial expression.
Autistic.
What?
Amazed. Yeah. All right, so you guys continue your exiting through the same time dilating effect that made an hour feel like a day happens in the inverse, where you take what feels like about 6 steps out of this clearing that brought you to the church, and you find yourself exiting the woods behind the. Seems as if all time has passed outside. It's certainly not nighttime back at the church. If you had to guess, it's probably an hour after you left.
God, I hate this place.
The professor sort of looks around and says, "Well, what an adventure, and thank you for guidesmanship. I'll be going along my way now."
Wait, I still had to ask you. Does the word Halam Rasa mean anything to you?
It's a very old word
Yes.
between you and Berlin. It's Elvish.
Is it a place?
Oh,
Is it a thing?
I think you'll figure out soon enough, friend. walk
I'm wait. Oh,
Centurion's hut.
Shit.
how did he? What? Oh God!
Damn.
Oh,
And the Centurion walks over to the four of you and says, "Well, sure what to say."
You don't have to say anything.
Oh, give me some fucking medical attention.
You want to return to your home or?
When he sees Lars, he sort of chuckles and says, I have some supplies inside my breastplate. We can at least light tending."
Shall we?
He brings his kids back to their home, orders them to start, tidying the house. I mean, it's an utter mess. Things need to be fixed. And he
I'm
will
coughing up blood in his house.
yeah, he will take Lars to his bedroom where he produces a healer's kit from that chest that
I'm back.
breastplate. And he will heal you for
Oh,
5.
I just think one
Did you
thing.
hear the professor's very weird warning, Peach? Oh, never mind.
He did.
Is
And you get
is
5
anything
HP, Lars.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Peach.
is anything missing? Did they take anything else?
Not that I can
No.
see.
The creatures?
I heard the lights. I don't know what to call it other than creaking it. I'm sure there was some purpose for why I was taking. Figure out why.
I heard that you once killed a very powerful necromancer. Is that true?
Yes. The blade into High Necromancer Dominus. Back blast from his death is what made me look. Actually, 3.
Wait, High Master Dominus. I would have heard that name, right? Fuck, it might be. I feel like that was like the leader of the cult back then that was running the operations.
Oh, also, Peach, did you hear the professor's weird thing that he said before he left?
No.
He basically said that the word that we saw at the tower was Elvish, and he said that we'll find out soon enough what it means.
Column Rasa is something from Vision.
that's Hegal
Oh.
is telling me about this.
Oh.
It's not
I
from
thought-
the place.
I thought that was on the wall, whatever, when you spoke to him.
No, I wrote down. Oh, I did write down what it was. Fuck, I didn't ask him.
So,
he's still
yeah,
there.
the Centurion will say, "Yeah, I'll fight it for Rhea." So at least then we knew.
You think
Hey,
that they would come to get
Zednius?
revenge on you?
Certainly. Sir was kind. Even pledged me that he'd return. Corpse rest is somewhere near Foray.
So
Yes.
there's like there's something to watch out for if you killed High Necromancers.
What?
Like if say if someone
You know.
killed a powerful necromancer, you kind of have to watch your back afterwards.
I did.
Okay,
The
yeah,
forest.
yeah, for sure. No, I wasn't second guessing you. I was
What took you
just-
in the forest?
Lights. Large one. If I'd had my weapon, maybe. Strong as were.
Why?
You're lucky.
Such
How
as
do you
the
think they
curses
knew you
of
were
age.
there?
Sure. As I said, I know it was revenge, but
You think they were waiting?
Dryad Matrons do exactly.
Suppose so.
I guess,
I'm glad-
frankly, favor.
It's
Do you
true.
think that the Necromortis and the what's the mother of the what's called?
Dryad Matron?
You think that the Necromortis and the Dryad Matron can communicate?
Back in the Galentine War, we used to fight great mixed formations. There'd be horrific spewing of blood.
I see. And yet they didn't kill you. Perhaps they were waiting for the Necromortis to come and torture you. I mean, are the children around right now?
No, they're cleaning other parts of the house.
Okay, but I'll still lower my voice. If they kept the 2 youngest alive, perhaps they were planning on torturing them in front of you.
Distinct possibility.
I nod.
Was there a point to that?
You just wanted the trigger, like you just
Or, yeah,
wanted to
did you-
traumatize the poor man.
He's just
No, I wanted to. I
fucked up
wanted
event
to give
happened.
him. I wanted to give him an explanation, and I've been through some necromortis shit, so I'm being blunt.
Yeah, I think he just nods. He seems a bit shell shocked still, and he just sort of.
Hey, Yogi, do you want to give the guys fucking commendation back?
I was gonna have Hagal put that in his trunk again.
Oh, okay.
After I copy it.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll basically bring you guys outside and say, well, I'm gonna give you more medical attention. You should probably see the.
Wait, did he give me any?
Yeah, I gave you 5 HP.
Oh, I didn't scroll down. Sorry.
You should go consult an action at Fort Trajan. I'm sure about more.
Also, I'm half speed because of second level of exhaustion.
He's like limping out of the house as the Centurion's propping him up.
Yeah.
You fought that whole battle with 1 level of exhaustion?
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought the dead spirit
Lars
fight
is a
at the
fucking
river was
monster.
gonna.
Lars is much scarier than a Dryad Major.
Yeah, and I could have killed it too if my one attack didn't miss, dude. Grr.
Centurion,
Stole the kill from you again. Got him.
Kill security.
Yes.
are you planning on moving your house? Moving where you're living? You're right at the edge of the Deadwood, and even if it's just for your kids, I don't think it's safe for you, not knowing that the Necromortis are actively out for you, and perhaps even sending lights and the maidens and whatnot after you.
If my ancestors had, we never would have made it. Press against. Have to be.
Yeah, that's great. Just let the man die if he wants to stay. We need to get going.
But the children.
Well, what do we need to get going to? Are we in a rush?
Yeah, I'm dying, bro. I'm
You're
dying.
not dying.
We're
You're
all
not
dying slowly.
any worse.
Children are
I have
also
no
a
other way to
necessary
heal.
sacrifice. No one's
We
man.
need a long rest really bad.
To colonize the Deadwood.
I nod. Do whatever you feel is best. I was only thinking in the interest of the children. Well, is there some sort of medical tent around here?
No.
We have to go
They
back to
don't
the fort.
want to heal us anyway at Fort Trajan.
Yeah. We need to do a long rest.
We need a long
have-
rest? Didn't
yeah,
we
I
just
have
long
zero.
rest?
I have 0 spell
You guys
slots.
long rested,
Yes.
then you went to the. Yeah, finished off the guy, then you.
I'm doing fine.
Of course.
I'm
you're
not.
doing
Yeah, that's
fine,
great.
bro.
I'm fucked.
You do literally be at range and flying most
And you
of
get
these
everything
fights.
back on a shore.
Oh, if only I had a pearl of power, then I could just barely scrape by.
If only.
If
How about I
only.
give the enemies a pro?
Oh,
Well, then we
that
kill
sounds
them when we get
base
it.
because
Yeah.
I'll
have
fucking
it
Yeah, but give it to
destroyed.
like a really hard to kill
Destroyed.
boss enemy.
no.
And then Hagal sucks it up.
I would
There it is.
So you guys
absolutely
recover your
kill.
horses from the Quaestor.
Good luck.
You guys recover your steeds and begin your ride back to Fort Trajan. It's a doozy. It's only about an hour's ride, but man, like the mud has gone almost max up. He was already injured, and every inch that you pull your way through the muck is difficult. And after about an hour, Etigal has been resting on you, and it has been very quiet. He's generally not very talkative. Even for him, he hasn't really talked to you. Necessary engagements for combat. But as he's sitting on your shoulder, he pipes up and says,
I grew.
Oh,
I figured you had. You weigh a little bit more on my shoulder than you used to.
he flashes you a mental image. It is no longer a shapeless black blob. It's a
Uh-oh.
small, squat,
Oh,
black,
good
meaty human being. Stubby little legs, stubby little arms, a tiny little
look-
bulge that is a head, and
Does he look like an
wings
emoji?
sprouting
is
from
there
it.
art?
There is no art.
You better,
not
you
yet.
Oh.
better look like an
Just
emoji.
an inky humanoid
Yeah,
looking
there's
thing?
no eyes or anything.
How tall?
About a foot.
Oh, it's like the little quickly thing.
Is he kind of
Among Us.
like that Stuart Little mouse?
Yeah, kind of.
Among
Oh,
Us.
he's a little steward.
Should I update his attack memes, or should you?
No, none of his stats. Yeah, actually, his health would have increased, but no, his attacks would have.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. So that's all, and you guys continue your journey back to.
Hell, spider climb.
He's still. You head inside the gates of Fort Trajan. It is bursting at the seams, same as when you left. Back there's soldiers now. The campsite that you guys have has been nice and filled up with a whole additional pontoon burn, which is 15 men are now nestled in. Guys' camp is. So some rest.
No, that looks mean.
Oh.
I'm
Pretty
thinking
close.
of him as like a cute guy.
Definitely not have eyes.
I'm down to get some
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, let's go back and. Oh, I'll go talk to the whoever's in charge.
A centurion.
Yeah.
You can make your way into the keep. Lars, are you gonna try to go to the medical tent and force them to heal you?
I'm gonna try to go to the medical tent as well. I
Alright.
fucking need it too.
Benzema and Lars are headed there. Zenius, where are you?
I'm
I'm
gonna
pretty
go.
sure I'm still coughing
Why
up
not?
blood, so.
Okay, so you three are headed to the medical tent to, strong arm them into healing you, and Maximus head into. Maximus, you climb the steps. It's so busy that you actually have to flash your judge's symbol just to be able to make it through this corridor. To staff officers from 8 different garrisons, a whole legion's worth of officers into this single building. You can make your way to the console.
Wait, 3? You said 3? Like 3 forts worth of people?
Yes,
Aren't there only 3 forts?
there's 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the far. I forgot about the one we haven't been to yet. Yep.
The 3 centurions and the consul militum are all, and they seem to be discussing just general logistics, nothing feeling of a better plan. And the centurion for Trajan, Lars' cousin, will walk over. Say, greetings, Lord Judge.
Yes, greetings, Centurion. We rescued Centurion Decus from the Deadwood.
Right, good to hear. You'll say it like that, I'm assuming.
He is alive. His 2 youngest are as well. The rest of his family was not so lucky.
Tragic world. But
Indeed. Yes. We recovered some treasure, booty. I don't know what to call it. Spoils of war, perhaps. Some golden statues. I'm not sure if we can get.
if you'd like to
We can-
contribute them to the offers, I have so. Quartermaster system. Ultimate.
Yeah, that's not quite what I had in mind, but we'll figure it out somewhere else.
All right then.
Getting
You should also go
properly
find
compensated.
courier as a letter for Zenius. Judge
Oh.
Zenius.
all right then. Yeah, I'll go find him.
All right.
Yeah, and with that, I'll go find the courier.
Yeah, you go find it's a small little tent set up in the corner. Long line of people in front of it. Packages from home. Team packages.
Yeah, I'm just I
You
ain't
can
got
cut your
time
way
for
to the
this.
front of the line with your judge's seal. At this point, you just have it displayed on your chest because you're tired of constantly being like, hey, I'm a judge, get out of the way. So you just have it on your chest so people know to get out of the way. Get to the front of the line. The courier says, hello, Lord Judge.
Hello, heard a letter. Came from one of my fellows. You can pick it up.
What's the name?
Zednius.
Aeneas Varusian.
Yes.
And so it's been dyed purple.
Purple?
Yeah, seal of family on it.
Oh. Oh. All right then.
Yeah, as you exit the courier tent, you sort of go to place in the crook of your arm, and you just can smell that lavender riffs off the letter, the scent of lavender.
Yeah, I'm opening the fuck into that shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the moment I leave, yeah, I'm opening that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you break the Imperial seal and open up the letter. Inside is a short little message. It reads, Zed, my boy, I hope you are doing well. I hear the stories of your exploits and help revel in your success. Hard to imagine how far you've come over the last 10 years. Business, I need you in Ravinium. Bring your fellow judges. Make your way to the estate of Justice Optimer, Annius Vir. Ask for Cicero.
It's just Tullius?
That's it.
Nifty! Yeah, I'll head back to our little campsite.
Okay, yeah, you head back to the little campsite, and now we go to those of you trying to force yourselves into the medical tent. You guys approach the medical tent, and find that lines are filled, mostly with minor scrapes and bruises. Any major attacks have been since last year.
Walk all the way to the front.
Yeah, there's no line or anything. You can just walk your way into the medical tent.
Oh.
One of the physicians there sort of wipes his hands of blood. Greeting, judges.
Hello. We have just ventured in from Deadwood. We need medical assistance.
Afraid just the severity of those.
Well, we'll take what we can get.
That'd be nothing. Allowed to treat minor scrapes and bruises. And that.
Allowed to treat minor scrapes and bruises?
Yes. Allowed.
Are there any health kits lying on the ground? Any medical kits?
Hey, those are blocking.
So you have the ability to, but you are simply not allowed to.
Yes, lady.
I see. Well, that is no problem. We are judges from the Emperor. And yes, we require medical assistance. And I believe that whomever ordered you to ration your medical services for important causes meant this.
I mean no offense, Lady Judge, but if you'd like to bring it up with the Council Military, you can.
Is the Council Military above us?
Maybe. The problem is you guys are sort of outside the traditional legal framework, so it's hard to say. But yeah, he basically reports directly to you.
He reports directly to the Emperor. And our guy, our boss, has to report to someone else that then reports to the Emperor, so we're pretty few steps down.
Oh, here, one of you try and talk to him? I don't know. I'm bad at dealing with these people.
Yeah, last time you talked to him, you lost 2 points with the Department of War.
Yeah, can y'all do a thing?
I
don't think
I don't
any
think
that?
you guys can do.
Is this at the tent?
Yeah,
When we
at the tent, he's explaining that the Council Military bring him on. Major medical procedure.
Who do I?
I'll cough some blood up at his feet and make it kind of like really obvious that I like need fucking medical
Yeah,
attention.
he looks at it and looks back at you. Again, pick it up at the council. Wipes the blood off his boot. Heads to another part of the medical tent to help a guy with this branding.
Cringe.
I mean, if we really want to force our hand, we know secrets.
I don't know if we want to use that. They might just try to kill us with how weak we are.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I know we're at like 2 HP and all, but we know the secret, so you should heal us. And definitely not kill us for knowing your secret.
Blackmail a Consul Militant, one of the strongest men in the Empire, just so you can get 5 HP.
Based.
Well,
Based.
we need a long rest really bad.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys...
Did they say when this plan was going to be done that they were talking about with the sacrificing the fort?
I would have to rewatch the VOD, but I don't think so.
Well, you, buddy.
Don't think so.
I'm not going to give you the answer. You guys make your way back to your campsite on the back of it's positively bustling by Maximus down near a tall fire around your guys' tents. He had to make several, infantry soldiers because they're approaching your camp. Sitting there beside the fire.
Hello all. Any luck?
Maximus? No.
Hello?
No, didn't
They
think
would
you
not
would.
heal us, no.
Nope. Nope. Sednius,
Yes?
you have any friends back in Mythos?
Yes.
What's the capital city called?
Do you have any friends? Mythos is the name of the capital.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Any
I've
important
got
ones?
friends all over the place. Is there
Mm.
something the matter?
No. No, there isn't. Do you have any important ones?
Of course.
Senators, perhaps?
Where is this line of questioning coming from?
You got a letter.
Oh?
And yeah, I'll
And you
give
looked into-
Yeah,
toss
he
the letter
used
at
to
him.
produce a purple letter with the Imperial seal cracked.
And you see fit to rifle through my mail.
You seem to see fit to rifle through my stuff, so I don't see why I can't do it to you.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Give it to me.
I'll hand it to him.
I'll read it. Is there a handout so I
Yeah,
don't
I
have
can.
to? Okay.
Boom. Boom. Oh fuck! I had this. Had this art handout. I had Matron.
Ew.
See, that would have changed everything. We would have known to attack differently.
True.
True.
Yeah,
that totally
that's
changed
so
everything.
unfair.
And we still would have won.
All right. Yeah, that's the letter.
Okay, good. You doing Ravinium? Oh, that's not that far away, is it? What's the date? It's October.
Miles, it's October 28th. Ravinium is a total 100 miles.
Do I
We
know?
can make it back in time.
Yeah, if you're on horseback, that's 60 miles a day.
Oh,
And that's like less than a month away.
It's less than like 6 days away. I think it's
Oh,
literally
and we
6
need to
days
go.
away. You said November 4th. It's October. So you get
At least
31. You guys have 7 days exactly.
well,
You do still have another thing. Trajan as
I don't care. We should go.
Wait, what do we have to resolve at Fort Trajan?
well. Tredosia versus Corsicola.
Oh, fuck off. That's so
Who?
boring.
You guys are. That is your job.
Oh, I know, but it's mind-numbing.
What do I know of Augustus Optimer Manus Varia?
Roll me a history check.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't have any personal relation to him. Okay.
That's why I gave him the name.
History. Oh, it's telling me.
Yeah, well,
Based-
clearly, based off the last name, you actually. And Viria is one. Particularly in good standing. It's a very powerful thing. But has recently fallen out of the graces of the current. Things change pretty. Next time. High status in the end. So, based off that last name and the fact that he has no ancestor name, he's probably just some local. Eastern, maybe. Iron Ring.
And I don't know Cicero at all. Then. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
Now you know.
That makes it way more urgent.
I suppose so.
Oh. After I finish reading it, I might say, well, I don't think we've got enough time for this minor spat. We should do what we can, try to heal up, maybe stop at Fort Romulus. Can I see the world map? Because I think we could stop at Fort Romulus.
It certainly is.
Get our healing.
Mickey is not here, and neither is your horse.
No, she said she snuck off to the stables way station to go feed.
Oh, I see.
That is absolutely
all right,
canon.
all right
now,
then.
while you guys are doing this conversation, she's like a gremlin, fucking hunched over in stables. Mickey and her.
Are they enjoying the berries?
Obviously, they're.
What did Mickey say?
Thanks.
I like your Mickey voice, so I'd like to roleplay with it.
I think.
I give a handful of berries to Mickey. You're welcome,
Okay, so we need to start heading that way.
Well,
Why?
I don't know. I mean, it's only going to take about 2 days to get there.
But if we want to stop at each of these forts and see if we can get some healing,
Yeah.
Fort Romulus has no reason to not heal us.
Special area situation.
Is it going to be in the next few days?
You
I don't know.
That's the problem.
Fort Romulus.
The one they're going to sacrifice.
Yes, I think we should finish our business here and then inform the Centurions that we have business elsewhere.
So we'll finish this minor spat between these two minor people.
It's our job.
Factions. As long as it won't delay us too long, I really must get to Ravinium.
The last one didn't. The only downside was Renesmee insisted on stealing a horse. Speaking of which, where? God fucking damn it. Every time with her.
Yo, Harkin, what's this line right here? This former Deadwood?
That is the furthest extent of the Deadwood back toward.
Oh. Very cool.
Which
Well, if
line?
it's just a dispute, we can solve it real fast if you just let me.
Line right here that I'm tracing.
True, we could solve it this session if you guys just go over there and say, alright, that's city one, bye, bitch, and then just leave.
True. I'm ready to do that.
I don't think that.
I'm ready to say the city
Yeah,
with
let's-
the hotter leader wins.
Both. And
Then
Well,
whichever
they
one has
better-
a hot
they better start
water-
stripping.
the hotter
You
old
get-
man.
You get a crinkly old woman to judge.
They better start stripping and dancing and showing
Oh,
us the
God.
boost.
Okay, anyways, so yeah, the Trinosia Corsicola thing isn't going to take forever, but it is going to take longer than that. So, as you guys get some sleep in.
who's the guy that hands letters that called for me? Okay. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. But who's the one that said? Okay, so Maximus went and just got the letter from the courier,
Maximus went. Got it.
and the courier just gave it to him.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how to stop that from happening.
I don't know how you could either. It's not
You-
like they have like
you don't.
ID cards. Also a judge. He's
How
probably
do-
not going to say no to him.
How do I stop you from going through my things? You know,
True.
these are mysteries that may
With
never be
the-
answered.
With a better strength.
Yeah, just go hire a wizard for warding on your tent.
Dude, that would be kind of pog. Boom, he fucking explodes the moment he opens my tent flap. Kind of based.
So,
Can I sleep in the horse stable with my horse?
I would not recommend. Yes, you
Yes, please.
can. Alright, you sleep in the stables. You guys can take your short rest. Now we have to break down the XP. So this is going to include counters that you either beat, which is like
2080.
so the quickly encounter, you just didn't do
Red.
that, so you don't get XP for that. You do get XP for the Drowned Maiden, XP for everything in the church. You also get XP for Yandarin Ventrell.
We rescued him.
Killed him.
Well, kind of.
If I had more HP, I would have punched him.
More so you freed
I
him,
didn't
but
trust
we'll
him.
go with rescued.
Freed. Interesting.
Surely he's in a Deadwood creature that spoke Elvish that thing because he fucking knows it.
He also knows Hegal exists.
Surely.
Surely
Oh
that's the
well,
reason that
we're
didn't attack.
leaving, so it's not going to be our problem anymore.
Well,
Surely.
so here's a question,
knows
right?
all of us.
This is not an order from your superior. This is an order from some random bozo who's telling you to leave the theater of operations you've been ordered to fight in. Are you guys just gonna all... I assume you don't want to get out of here, so I assume you'll accept it, but...
Oh yeah, we're gonna go talk. I'm gonna go tell him about it.
Lars is willing to go to anywhere that will give him fucking medical attention right now.
Yeah,
What did-
same
what did-
for
Why don't you
Renesmee.
go
What?
defect to the Necromortis then? You know they'd give you some medical attention.
Oh, Jesus.
Sure, they would. They would, wouldn't they?
Absolutely would.
Infinity
very
My.
interesting.
If they'd accept me, I'll be there.
Alright, yeah, guys,
Lars.
1400 XP.
How much?
300?
1400.
That's
1400.
We're at 13,320 post in chat.
Damn. Next session. Next session.
Yeah, and so, obviously, being it's tragically gone now and forever. So, we will be getting Echo sometime after. It depends when this.
See
arc-
another ranged boy?
I don't know. I haven't made his character yet. So when the Forest of Hate arc wraps
Oh.
up, he's gonna do a party. But
Make me cleric.
Let's see.
Is the Forest of Hate arc still with my letter?
Yeah, that's just
Or
a
is that
small
after?
little.
Okay.
All right. So I will see you all next week. Works, right?
No.
On Thursday.
No one's moving.
Next Tuesday, or sorry, Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Oakley dokley.
All right.
Thank you for accommodating my weird last 2
It's
weeks, guys.
No problem. Well, I will. Oh wait, you guys did get an increase with your
Big
reputation
problem.
permanent because this option, this thing at Reggio Borgia, was totally optional, and you did it. Saved a.
Yeah, some old man who wants to stay by the force and is going to get captured and killed again anyway.
But that's their duty to the Empire.
True.
It's
To die
Yes.
for
correct.
literally no benefit to the Empire.
Oh, there's- Anyways.
True.
I
Moving
will
the
see
house
you
down the
guys-
street, big benefit. No
I'll
benefit.
see you guys next Thursday. Session 8. Pax Mithdosica.
Good. Oh, I paid you, Harkin.
All right. Oh.
Are we playing